All right, welcome back to the To Be Fair Show. I am your host, Johnny P.
Oh, hey, real.
It's Q.
And we bike. Shout out to the Panthers. We got the dub. But before we get started, we'll tell everybody tap in with us on all socials at the To Be Fair Show. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. Hit that like button, subscribe, and catch us here every Sunday. Before we get started, we'll tell all of y'all, y'all heard it last week. We'll tell you again. The Tubies, the To Be Fair Show Awards, December 20th. Y'all check that out. We invite everybody to come to the building, 8 p.m. December 20th. I guess we got some awards. What we doing? Album of the year.
Can I hype it up a little bit real quick before we get there? Tell them. So again, the To Be Fair Show, the Tubies, not to be confused with the Tobies when you see it online. The Tubies, it's not just an award show; it's a live show. Yeah. We're gonna bring a DJ. We're gonna have some games. Like it's gonna be a good ass time. 100%. And guess what? How much we charging?
Free 99.
Free 99. Like we need everybody that's, if you watch, if you pulled up on us, if you've been a chatter, if you've been a guest, we want everybody to come pull up.
Call in.
Y'all might be getting a sneak preview. Tomorrow I'll make an announcement, but y'all get a little sneak preview of some things that's in the work. So yeah, the Tubies, December 20th. We need everybody. If you've watched it, if you've been on Unpack, if you've been on Who You Talking To, if you have been on, if you've been a fan since what's
First Listen.
First Listen. There we go. We need everybody to pull up on us. All right, Johnny Baxter.
Oh yeah, so album of the year.
Okay.
Who y'all?
So we're going through some of the categories. So we said it is the Tubies, right? So we're doing like To Be Fair categories.
Album of the year.
Okay. All right. So we're talking album of the year.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start off the bat. I'm going Wale.
That's your album of the year.
Everything is a lot. It might be recency bias, but I've been.
That's a wild recency bias, but
I think it's right.
Sometimes everybody got their own opinion.
Hey, that's mine. That's mine. You got a nominee too.
Yeah,
but that's mine.
No wrong with that.
Who y'all got?
I guess if we go down the line, I'm somewhere between the Freddie Gibbs and the JID. I probably go. All right, if Tone's doing JID, I throw Freddie Gibbs up there.
Yeah, I already know I'm gonna wear the L on this one. I already know this. But I'm going Chance the Rapper.
Why is the L?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good album.
It's a good album.
Yeah, it's a good album, but a lot of people didn't listen. It didn't seem like they didn't get the buzz. Like,
dropped.
There was a
but
big
it's just our favorite.
We got some time here too, so we got some time.
And we forgot
before the show come up, so you still got some time to listen.
Clips.
Oh, Clips is a big one.
Yeah, what's some other notable albums this year?
I'd say Clips is the only one that I can think of that we didn't.
Yeah, that we didn't mention already.
We didn't one of the females drop an album that went crazy.
Oh, Cardi, they said.
Oh yeah, Cardi B. But I don't know if that's like our if we basing it off of like our.
Okay, favorites. Yeah. If it's based on our favorites, then that ain't gonna make it. Because I ain't.
We not the industry niggas.
We ain't got a fold.
Y'all got some payola?
No,
I ain't touching that.
We ain't got a.
Yeah.
I mean, we can call any of these celebrities.
Nah.
Yeah.
I was looking at some R&B albums earlier, and I was thinking about, should we do that? Nah, that's a hard one to do. It's a lot harder to do that.
I haven't listened to as much R&B this year.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. It's so many.
Kalani killed the game.
If it was last year,
it'd be a different story.
Kalani been running it though. She got that the folded joint is the R&B song of the year.
I don't know what that sounds.
I heard, did Sir come out with another album this year? I heard he came out with an album. I didn't even listen to that, and I usually listen to Sir's albums. Like,
not rock with Sir, but yeah.
Amine, he dropped a decent album too.
Amine is a deep, like he was one of those guys that got wrote off as a like a come and go artist.
Yeah, but he's actually really he was a wrong time when he dropped that. Because that was my jank when he came out. Yeah, that was my jank. Yeah, that was my jank when it came out.
But yeah, that's it.
So we wanted to talk about something a little bit going in since we're talking about music. I wanted to see how y'all felt. No, I think Tone, you said you had something that
I was looking up something because they had that whole Suno deal this week with Warner Music Group. And the interesting part about them making the deal is, if you recollect, a lot of the artists have been selling their masters and stuff. Like we've been seeing that a lot, where they've been selling their catalog. So pretty much just kind of seemed like it was in the works already. But if Warner Music Group done made a deal, and I've been actually researching a lot how Suno works over the past few days. I wasn't even looking for that, but I ended up finding that out.
And Suno, for us that don't know what that is,
Suno is an AI platform where pretty much people are using it to make up songs and make up beats.
Oh,
and
so
stuff
that's
like
where
that.
People are making the
yeah,
okay.
Like so people are making up songs, making up beats. Timbaland
the 1960s versions of Miniman. That's where they did that shit.
You can do that, but man,
yeah.
When I say it does so much more, like I thought like it was just straight up like stealing music. Like no, like you can literally go in there and like beatbox your idea and it'll make it like a
well, I've seen that one.
Yeah. So it's a lot too. Well, that's Doubler that you're thinking about, which I like too. Doubler is where you like do that with like the mic and you do it. But like literally in here, you can like hum what you like. Man, there's some interesting stuff within the program, but a lot of people have been using it to be, you know, like build their own things. But with Warner Music Group coming into it, the record label, and y'all know how record labels usually ruin things. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, what does that look like for it? Because it's already like, dang, the creators had something, and then it kind of seemed like this is planned. Like, I'm kind of trying to figure out what they're trying to do here.
I mean, do you think that's the end of like?
Well, they got to get ahead of it for sure.
It's not going to be the end.
They're going to have their stake inside this whole AI thing.
But no, I say you think it's the end, or I was going to say you think it's the end for like the real musician then, or like like especially like rappers or stuff where it's just your voice.
I do think to some degree because like one of the other things I realized is like AI is a trade. So even though you getting something put out from the AI, you also giving it something too. So it's like you're like. You actually can put lyrics in this thing, and it'll say the lyrics that you put in there.
Yeah, it's this girl. She was on one of those talk shows, and
I think we played that on here.
I think so too. Yeah, that she pretty much was getting the AI to sing the music for her, but she was writing all of the music, but she was getting the artist is fake, so she didn't want to be the actual person that you saw. And my thing is, bro, I feel like we should protest that shit. We should not allow the fucking computers to come and take like the creativity that we hold so dearly. Like at least I hold it dearly. I don't want this whole, you know what I mean?
I honestly did feel like that until like I looked at how it all worked. It still take creativity, bro. Like a lot of it is it's a tool that ends up like for people who can't play instruments and stuff like that, but they got the ideas. It really is a good tool to have. Like,
I think that it's a tool, but I think that it's I think the utility of it masks the exploitation of it.
Right.
Where like if for example, I think that Timbaland might have been getting sued by somebody.
I seen that.
Where a part of like AI just takes remnants of existing things and then it like flips it inside like a you know, like its own different little way. Where it does take real creators' melodies. It does take real creators, you know, harmonies or structures of songs, and it, you know, like it creates a new thing out of it, which is, you know, fire. But it is still taking from creators, and until they pass like legislation to where it has to even say where it got it from, it's just doing it for free.
I think they have done that already. I think they've addressed that part already because like somebody did get in trouble for it. So it's like now you can't put stuff in there that you didn't copyright, that's not copywritten and stuff like that. But what I saw when
I think about how many things, because this was like somebody that was just singing on Instagram or something like that. None of that stuff is going to be copyrighted. Like an artist that's just trying to make it.
Yeah.
You like, and I've seen it. I think it was something similar also where like it's taken words from like you know, like indie artists, and they like it'll start spinning some of it, but it's a basis of where they're getting, you know, some of like the idea and the understanding. I think that's definitely dangerous in my opinion.
But this AI thing, it's a slippery slope because people love to go with the whole it's a tool. It is a tool. But at what point does a tool become to the detriment of the users?
This thing,
like at the end of the day, I think that like that's what I believe AI is going to do, especially because with the big beautiful bill having it not regulated. So we got 5 years without having any regulation, and so like. I think that very same thing that everybody is helping me, so that I don't need to. I can do everything myself, and I don't need to use people. And okay, so first off, okay, so where's the value of people at? Are we just going to replace people? And then so at some point, I think that we need to be looking to force them to regulate this shit.
True, I will say this, and I'm gonna throw to you, Johnny, right after this. If you work with people, there's value in eliminating people.
No, I understand. I understand.
I'm not going to even front though, bro.
I actually
like all the problems we talking about come from people.
I actually agree with it, but as somebody that once had a live band, people.
Oh yeah.
People is a thing.
That's why all the problems come from.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go there, and then I guess Tone, then I'll happen after you.
But again, my thing is like, because like you said, this is a tool. But what's the difference between like when Fruity Loops first came out and like you didn't have to be able to play all the instruments in order to make beats? Because there was a time.
There's a huge difference.
It's a huge.
But like if it creates the artist and the song and everything, so a lot of this stuff is prompted.
Exactly.
Where like this is where you get the Mini Men with the 60 style version of Mini Men.
Which I think that's more creative because you're
thinking
of
something.
That's not
only thing that person did was type in a prompt.
It's not sampling if they're just taking his voice, his sound, and making it interpolating it into the 60s.
That's what a DJ does. Like we can take music and chop
the
it.
DJ cannot make 50 Cent sound like the 60s. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, yeah, they did change the voice, but I think it's still like it's not. You're still taking something that existed and then like creating like something versus like I see what you're saying.
There's no artistry. Like so many people can have like ideas. In my opinion, I think that creativity is like a big part of creativity is being able to kind of build on existing things, of course, but it's like uniquely taking like your own ideas and being able to present them. And I don't know AI to do that. And not AI to do that, my bad. I think that it takes away from actual human talent. Like I think that the dopest thing of listening to like when you have a whole bunch of niggas in here trying to write a verse to one beat is who's going to like have the most unique perspective in how they approach it, even if you're going topic wise.
Right.
Who's going to like pull something crazy out and have a different way?
Yeah.
Even if it goes to a punchline, it's like, I know you. Damn, how'd you get like I heard a bunch of window punchlines before. That's a real unique angle on it. To me, that's the part that I enjoy about like the artist part.
Quite
and I'm saying,
but hold on, but wouldn't you say like the digitization of music took away like people who actually like played keys and stuff into where now like that skill set is like died down.
There's a piece to it, but I would also say that you still had producers. Like right now, you really don't need artists or producers, which is its own crazy concept and idea. And the musicians back, like they're like, so guy that produced my last project was a pianist.
Shout out to the
shout out Jay Bright, Bright Justin. And you know, like we had Willie come in and play the horns, but Willie also produces. Like all these, like the musicians had to learn how to use a DAWs. And like that was a part of the evolution of it. But imagine now you just eliminate all of that, all musicians. There's a whole industry done.
And let me make one more point to add to it. So now, not only are they doing it with the music portion of it, now the artist is also AI. So you get an artist, they build up this whole this catalog on shit that just doesn't, you know what I mean? That somebody's prompting. Then this becomes a an influencer. This influencer can lead in any kind of way. Just think about the possibilities of what this looks like.
Why Timberland got an Asian woman out there doing all that? That's crazy.
Yeah, one of the things I done figured, I would have, like last week, I would have agreed with every single thing y'all saying, but I actually was looking this stuff up and looking at how people making beats with this stuff and their process. It's really not that simple. Like, it's not as simple as making like to actually get a good song because the AI is still flawed. It's the same thing as like when it does pictures, how it was and everything. Like with the music, is doing the same thing. It's not that great at creating.
Well, yeah, like, you talking about for today.
Even like we see how fast that shit.
No, that's the scary part about AI. It's exponential.
Eating that spaghetti, and now with
it
AI
still look weird though. You can still tell it's AI. Like
right now,
the
internet is buzzing off all them Diddy pictures that's fake.
Yeah, facts.
Them niggas they don't know it.
Yeah, I have been looking at comments and I be looking at stuff like y'all really can't tell this fake. Y'all think this is real. Like that does.
So imagine in 2 years how close to real
2 years is gonna be crazy.
Well, no, AI is getting so good that I've seen a real picture and thought it was AI.
Yeah,
it was like, wait a minute, is this actually real or are they tricking me? And like it's got to that.
About every 2 months, it's a level up.
Yeah. Well, like to me, I don't know no more because like there could be
the thing
is like scary is exponential growth.
The way these people actually working in the program, though, and the way I'm seeing a lot of people who actually they're not eliminating dolls. They pull in the stuff. It's like they go into their doll. They'll sing something in order to guide out how they want Suno to react to it or whatever. Because if you just let it do whatever it wants to, it's just gonna come up with whatever. You have to guide it in a certain way. So you might have to give it a tune that you want, or you
right. But this is for like the guy that's like a creative.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It's
but
another side.
There are certain ones.
It presents another side for people who actually do create.
But that's with all AI. You got to be good at prompts.
I love that, but I also think that I only think that exists for a small window because of at the same time that you're saying that you do have to understand that they have programs now, like they advertise programs where it's like say that you wanted a beat to sound like this one with influence from this producer and this producer, and it'll shoot you out 4 or 5 beats.
Yeah.
And eventually, like you just get good at describing the shit that you want. But like I understand it. When I seen the hum thing, I was like, that's fire. Because the guy did the melody, they put it in key, he did the drums, they gave him different. Like I do think that's fire. And I unfortunately think that ends up also like the thing is we're seeing, what was it, maybe like 10 years ago when they had a bunch of those apps where they just did funny things with our faces and everybody was just selling their pictures over and over and over, not knowing that this free app was just taking your data that they build a lot of these AI models on. And then you see people like, that AI look like me. But it's because of that. Same difference, in my opinion, that we're seeing even creators now inside this small window get sold selling your ideas still to this AI. Because if you downloaded it and you're using it, all things that's inside this program, I'm sure they have it to where it's theirs for what is it, fair use?
No, they give you copy. That's part of at least it's in the thing. Like when you look at it, their selling point. Once you start paying the free level, non-commercial. Once you pay, you're able to use commercial rights. So you have 100% commercial rights to use it.
But that doesn't mean you still own it though either.
And it's probably
because that sounds tricky. Commercial rights isn't ownership.
Oh yeah,
means you could use that.
You can make money.
They could interpolate it.
That's tricky language right there.
Like, as long as they can interpolate it, they could just build off.
And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like if people use it like how I seen people using it, and they take it into their DAW, and then they remake different parts.
Cool
like they sit there and like play the part. Like I've seen people going in there and like, oh, I like this part. I'm gonna play this. Oh, I need this voice to sound like this, so they're making up their own sample.
I like the idea of like making up your own sample. All that
like
shit
that chunk is
fire.
That's fire.
It's just a slippery
I just
slope.
wish that it could stop there.
Yeah,
it would be. I agree with you on that, but like I also like the idea though of like for me, I'm a graphic designer. When I need royalty-free music, like for the background of this video, that is something dope to me. Like I can just come up with something real quick and make this up.
I agree with all these things. I just hope that it stops there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was listening to a Ray Daniels interview, and he was saying that what the problem with the music industry and where we're going, and I think that this kind of does tie into the AI conversation, is that we don't have gatekeepers, and we always look at gatekeeper as a negative connotation. I've never heard it spent in any other way other than a negative connotation. Okay. But at the same time, when you think about it, it's like someone needs to be responsible for choosing talent.
Okay.
Someone needs to be responsible for choosing talent. It shouldn't be everybody can just get in. When you start to, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Everybody should just be able to get in. I think that when you say and talk about, because what it also does is it dilutes the value for actual talent. You make it anybody can do the thing, so everybody's doing the thing.
But you still gotta be good though. Like just
but we've seen way too many people that's not good become like fucking crazy.
But how many people did we not see because of gatekeepers though?
Okay, but my thing is, which ones? I mean, is it worth the squeeze?
I'd rather see everybody and figure it out.
Is it worth the squeeze, as you say, Johnny?
It is. Okay. Like free, no gatekeepers. We'll deal with the bullshit. Like it sucks, but you'll still see all the good shit too. When there's gatekeepers, they could not like somebody.
But you're not gonna see all of them.
I'm not as favorable of gatekeepers in my opinion. I think that was like even during the blog era, that was one of the biggest barriers for most people's entry. Right. Is that even getting on like during the blog era, the blogs were the playlist. The blogs were the you had to search through the damn internet and pray that you can find a connect that can get you in contact with two dope boys guy, and then maybe they feed you an email that's still an active email, and then maybe you send it off, and
maybe they hear it.
Like, yeah. And I think that the gatekeeper era, like I get it. I think that there's a space where it is good to vet and funnel talent, and I think artist development is important.
Yeah.
The gatekeeping thing, to me, it's just like such a slippery slope.
It is.
It's a lot of people that, and then if you have gatekeepers, they control what the sound is also. You have to understand that.
Yeah,
like you got to think about it.
They become too powerful.
I feel like they still about to try to
like when I go on my on Tidal, right, and I'm looking at the music that's being put out, all of this shit has this Caribbean. Everybody's remaking the same fucking thing anyway.
That's the gatekeepers.
I don't be hearing them.
I know what you mean, but that's the gatekeepers.
Yeah, I'm about to say Tidal and all that. The playlist is where gatekeeping happens now. What's his name? Sean Cherry or something like that. Like all the big players, that is the gatekeeper. People are paying to get in on those and get placement as high as you can because of that ends up meaning more spins on your song and shit like that.
Yeah,
I was talking about like new releases. So you know how you go on Tidal on the main page, you got new releases. All of these new releases about sound like that.
I don't know. It really
all
opens
got
up
that same flavor to it.
I think stuff is opening up to a place where we really do have some control over things, and we might not realize it. Because like what ends up happening is it's gonna have to be somebody who becomes an authority in the music, because it's so much out here that you have to go somewhere where it's like I can depend on them presenting good songs.
What you say?
A real said, "Where's the FBA music?"
Yeah, fuck that. Where is it? All this damn island, all that.
Man,
fucking,
listen, Sexy Red just told you what color.
No, I'm cool on that, John. I'm cool on that, John.
They done disowned.
That's why we got Sexy Red, because we ain't got gatekeepers.
I guess.
We got Sexy Red because we have gatekeepers. That's what you not understand. The gatekeepers.
I don't think so,
bro. The gatekeepers.
Like they go female rap up there that ain't nobody showing. And she fire too. She blowing Sexy.
Nah, she gets it.
Yeah, the gatekeepers is the ones keeping the artists they're actually good artists out here. The reason you're not hearing them is because the gatekeepers are the ones, they're not getting the deals and getting the promotion behind their name. Like these people who are gatekeeping are putting the promotion behind the thing. So the people we see in our face are the ones. I don't even think they gatekeep. Well, this is my last statement. I know we weren't supposed to talk about this that long. I don't think it's really like if you can get a following on a social media platform and you make music, you can get this. It's not a gatekeeping thing, bro. It's all it is. They're only signing and
like, bro, they're dealing with algorithms.
But the thing, like this is where there's a trade-off. So I don't think that any of us, or I'll just speak for myself. Like I'm not saying having the Wild West is always the most productive thing either. Right now, we're inside a blended scenario, but I would also say that in the past we've had way more constraint to even what the good or bad sounded like, and I don't know if that's good either. That's the best I could say.
Yeah, I mean I think we're good there.
Yeah, I was about to say even with I forgot what you had just said, but I was gonna say like Glorilla. If you look at her, like she had a following before she got.
I don't like Glorilla.
I don't like, but I'm just using her as an example because that's an easy. Yeah. Glorilla, I didn't hear of her until she started having the record label backing her, like the people who was backing her.
You didn't hear
she started.
She was viral first, and then Yo Gotti grabbed her.
Yeah, but it had to be something behind pushing that. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't hear of her until it was something backing to it. Like she had a following though, but I ain't hear that.
You just said that she went viral. Just because you didn't hear it, she still had went viral without the machine. So social media is what they're using. So it's not really.
I'm just saying that machine is a different.
If you get enough you doing something that's decent, and then you can actually promote it. You know what I mean? Put a little bit of money behind it, get enough eyes in front of it. If it's decent, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. If you can afford to do a campaign and put, you know what I mean? You got a budget of, let's say 5 bands, 10 bands, and you can. That's all it is. The whole idea of like you said is the gatekeeper thing. I don't believe that that's like really happening as not nowhere near where it was, which is I think that where you're getting a lot more of these like super mediocre niggas that like the LeVar Ball son that came up with this song.
I thought that song was fire.
The second I'm talking about after, but what I'm talking about for him to be able to spark a career off of that one song and his that notoriety and get you in a lane and you become so fucking popular in this lane that it's not even.
He was a celebrity also too.
But
say it again.
He was a celebrity. So his starting field was way higher.
But the only thing I'm saying is right.
So
on Instagram, he would have been able to have this number of people, right? And then you drop the song, And I'm assuming the reason why everybody was hearing it was because of a push, a financial promote the joint.
No, it's the way it dropped. It was he was on one of the biggest streamers out right now.
Okay, he did do that. Okay,
yeah. It was like such a. I think it honestly it blew more so because it was like a random organic moment on the stream. I think maybe it was like Neon or something like that.
It was I forgot who it was. Aiden Ross or maybe?
No, it wasn't on Aiden. They was in the back of a. I think it was Neon. Neon and Aiden Ross. They all kind of. But Neon's like he has a huge following. He has. Yeah, actually, it was Neon because he went on the Breakfast Club and talked about it. And like a part of their whole ecosystem within the streamers is that they like anything that's a moment. They pay the clippers to clip it and post it. Mm-hmm. And these are the people that posted all over the places. And they had like an organic little moment. He was like, hey, you want to hear some music? He played it. And the shit actually had a little vibe to it. And it worked for his audience and for, you know what I mean? Like the casual whatchamacallit. But to me, what it sounds like is a one-hit wonder. And to me, like we've seen that a bunch of times throughout the years. Like I don't think that's ever going to come or go.
I think artist development is more a bigger issue than gatekeeping is. We don't have artist development anymore. Like you used to, artists had time to develop and they had time to do shows without it being put on the internet if they messed up. Mm-hmm. Like they had time to perfect their shows before other people in different towns seen it. Like now, if you mess up on something, it's out. Like,
hey, but that's what comes with this territory too. It's like we trying to get rid of the gatekeepers and the labels. That artist development then becomes like if you're an independent artist, you have to develop your goddamn self. You can't just wait. And if you're not willing to do that, of course, or we got people that just because of the instant gratification that you get with some of this music and stuff, there's no like incentive to try to go get better and put in the work because you can just put out some bullshit and it go viral. Why would I go in the lab and get better? Yeah. If I can just put out some bad shit. But so that does come back on us or the artists and the independent route. Like you have to want to be better and you can't just like rest on like that one hit just because you just put something out there and it stick. Then I mean your
that
job
shit didn't even stick, bro. That shit was good for 30 days. If that.
Let's see. Steve said black women are the only ones signing these record deals. The young black men that are artists are not signing record deals and are doing it independently.
I don't agree with that at all. I think that there was an era where it was a word that partnership. They were saying partnership, but if you go back, somebody just came out and was talking about how like they said that and they was in a 360. These young boys are still signing 360s a lot. If they don't have heavy major traction, you still see that a lot. Yeah, like any of the ones that are notable that there's a reason why Birdman is leeching on to Young Boy as closely as he possibly can. Like it just kind of is what it is. The machine does matter. That's what Drake asked was something about, in my opinion.
What's our girl? What she say?
LTO
said,
my bad. LTO said it's going to flood the market. She was talking about the AI is going to flood the market.
Okay.
I agree with that too, though, because I think like it's pretty much the auto tune of today. Like how people was talking about auto tune in 2009. That's AI.
But the possibilities are so much more robust that I couldn't even make that comparison because that's just, man, I don't know. I'm not pro AI shit. Only in like,
let's be honest though, AI did kill real singers because like there ain't nobody that really like it's a few of them, but back before AI, they really could sing, and there was a whole lot of people that really.
You said AI killed real singers.
Well, like vocalists, like there's not as many vocalists out there as there once was.
Well, let me ask you something.
But I think R&B is also not as popular as it was during that time period as well.
And we've only seen like the influx of AI.
I don't think I'm
saying like auto-tune. You don't think auto-tune had an effect?
Oh, is that what you mean?
Yeah, auto-tune. Yeah, not necessarily.
Oh, I didn't know you were saying. Okay.
No, he was saying AI.
You were saying AI.
I meant auto-tune. Though. I meant. I was.
No,
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. I think
that's like a really good resurgence of R&B, like probably over like the past 5-6 years.
They trying.
Much as I would like to sit there and be on the side of like I know how I feel about it. Like if you like a song, like if a song is a good song to you, do you really care who made? Like
I do.
Like
I do. Hey, that's important.
I'm just saying, if people not gonna be thinking about that when you hear the song. If you like the song, you're not sitting there like, is this an AI artist?
Yeah, but as soon as I find out that it's AI, I'm not.
It don't make it not hot though.
It don't make it not hot, but I don't have to listen to the shit because if it's a moral principle, it's a principled stance, bro. Because I don't co-sign it just because the song is good. Okay, I still don't fuck with it.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
I guess
like
for me,
I don't know what niggas be having. Do we actually be having moral fucking principled stances on shit?
Most people don't. Really
Just like, oh yeah, but it's so good, I can't resist it. I gotta partake. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro? So you override the moral compass and then just go with it because people are co-signing.
I mean, but is it really that's why like when you say it's taken away from creators, is it really taken away from creators, bro?
I mean, if we can sit here and acknowledge that the dolls and like Fruity Loops did step on creators, we can acknowledge that also did it.
Yeah.
But this right here is the step on niggas next 2.0.
Yeah.
We can say both things. I mean, that's just
Honestly,
true.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of AI songs I heard, I don't like. Like, if somebody doesn't like, you can usually tell the difference between stuff. And I know y'all saying it's gonna get better, but a lot of the AI stuff, I'm still even though it looked good, it's like it's something that's just not human about it. Like you can still see it. Like I don't think like anybody's gonna be able to really emulate the soul. You can't. I don't think you can really emulate.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Shout out Unc. What's his? Not old man. It's Unc Kofi, and it be somebody else.
Chuck.
Chuck. Yeah, Chuck. Listen, in the music chat on the Discord, weekly they gonna drop them new 60s versions of some 90s shit. Mm-hmm. I promise you, they gonna give you the soul version. Tell them about what your favorite. But
when you listen to them, you still don't hear you don't hear where it be like you listen to the song and then they be skipping like something be wrong with the song. You can tell.
I personally don't listen to it because Terrell's point, like I have more of a principle stance on like my engagement with AI music. So like I just don't engage with it, but like they love it and like they talk about, hey man, this is fire, and they love it, and they post a bunch of them, and I think that's cool for them. But to pretend like these is old niggas that not saying that in a derogatory way, and we're going corporate. These are our old heads, our OGs, and they listen to it and they grew up on good soul. I don't know.
Man, even with that stuff, you can hear the fake in it. Like, most of that stuff be satire. It's like Spencer's, bro.
We eat a bunch of fake food and like
it's literally like Spencer's. Like you don't go in the Spencer store and look for or like it's like it's almost like that. A lot of that stuff satire. But actually making the stuff and what sticks, I don't see people really responding.
Man, you sound like you want to co-sign the bioengineer.
No, what I'm saying is I just don't think
I'm not going.
All I'm saying is I don't think AI can equal up to human. I don't think AI can equal up to human. Honestly, bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't think AI can actually equal up to human. I don't think you're gonna have nothing good without the human input in it. Like without the human really directing it, I don't think you're really getting nothing.
But my thing, but so let's even say like let's give that and say that's true, right?
We saw it, y'all. We ain't supposed to be talking about this long. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it.
But let's take that as true. I think that most people will acknowledge that inside whatever field that you're looking at, AI, at least for the foreseeable future, maybe the next 5 to 7 years, will also need. I don't know if it's gonna be that long, but let's just say 5 to 7 years. It'll need a human component to it. Right, somebody that's going to be prompting it, operating it, or making sure that like when it's broke, it gets fixed. Right. The issue is that when we look at an industry, that puts one person inside an industry that used to be thousands. So this would be the same thing if we just look at like putting together a song. What used to be musicians, then mixers, masters. and artists. Now it gets pretty much convoluted. Like we already introduced the dolls, but took away from the need from like real engineers, not engineers, real musicians. Yeah. Now they have the platforms where they mix it already. Yeah. You give them just the vocal, they mix and master it. So you've taken away the mixer and the master.
The doll?
Huh?
You said they took away the doll?
No. He said they took away the
real musician with the dolls.
Like, I don't think so.
If you have one musician, you eliminated 5 musicians. It was a point in time where you needed a bass guitarist, you need a piano player, you need a horn.
Piano, if he played piano, you don't need nothing else.
You could do everything.
So if somebody comes and they made an AI song and they can physically perform the song, y'all really see a problem with this?
So I think that you're missing. To me, I'm just looking at the elimination of an industry. Once only one person can control an entire industry, I don't know if it's still a human involved, how important it is. In comparison to where that used to be an industry that employed thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. Again, if we look at what the music industry inside the 1950s, 60s looked like, and how many people it employed in comparison to today. That in itself is different. And it's such a smaller, minute group that gets the work done for a lot cheaper. Like think back in the day, real engineers used to have formulas to understand saturation, to understand like the mixes and things like that. Now it's just a knob, but now that is being replaced by AI to where you don't need that. It's not even a necessary evil. To where now, for better or worse, and I think that it's probably worse because it takes away from the human condition. A artist just needs themselves, and it took away the entire industry of it.
And then now the artist is getting replaced.
Prompt. Yeah,
he like just prompted.
That's just nerd. You just prompt real good.
Yeah,
Revenge of the nerd.
Hey, something else, buddy was saying. He said the worst thing you can do is give a cool industry to motherfuckers that ain't cool.
Yeah, because it's the tech guys.
I had to think
about it. Like you got instead of the cool nigga that could actually rap and he got the swag and he, you know what I mean? You got a mug that's just gonna push the keyboard, and you could take the cool nigga out of it, and you a cool industry, and you just give it to weirdo nerds.
See, I'm not against nerds.
I'm not against nerds. But I'm talking about if you
nerds niggas might need to listen to nerds too sometimes.
I didn't say not listen to nerds.
They got a lot to say.
I did see something earlier.
I love Lupe Fiasco and Pac on rap.
I seen something earlier talk about if you look at all the supervillains in the look at who the supervillains are. It'd be Dr. such and such, Dr. Octavian. Like it'd be some doctor, it'd be some tech guy.
I got a question.
Like how you?
What about when it comes to like we've talked about like negative impact like music has had on our community? If that's no longer, do you think there's a chance where this music might actually be like more impactful, like have a more positive impact on our community?
No, I doubt it. Because if you don't have to create it, there's no, you know what I mean? There's no real connection to it. Then you will be saying any fucking thing. You got the nerd.
But do you think that'll make the music less like no. As far as like there's been negative things that have been like
it's
pushed,
gonna be the
glorified,
same or worse.
But I'm saying like if the people who are doing these negative things aren't the ones making the music, how would it be? But
look, think about this, Johnny. You ain't even got to know that it's me. So I can use AI for my face. I can use AI for the words.
You can even do AI for the music. And still not know
all of it. They still so you ain't even got to know that I'm a pussy.
You can be dancing. It don't even look like you.
You ain't even got to know that I'm like, you know what I mean? Weak. You don't know who this person is. So you just being led by this. So I'm gonna say that's like the.
Do you think that? I don't think that's gonna be as influential.
But think about it. That's like the same idea of you being able to be a anonymous commenter. You create the burner page so you can say all of the shit you know you wouldn't say in real life. So now we don't have any. You know what I mean? There's no consequences.
Yeah, but I think like a motherfucker like NBA YoungBoy is. Like, there's a reason he's as influential as he is. I think it is because, like, the human factor. I don't think an AI is going to be able to get to a point. Like especially like with these kids, I don't see an AI coming in and having that kind of impact.
But the thing is, like, predicting what kids are going to gravitate to is hard.
I'm saying, you know how many people there are that probably like might physically not have been able to do stuff. Like you got people who are disabled that wanted to make music.
I'm sorry that happened to you, bro.
Like, bro, I'm saying it's just another tool. It's like
them blind niggas
it's a step forward.
Some goddamn keys,
right.
All I'm saying is this is a step forward for people who
who
wasn't able to do it but do have the ideas, because like people been complaining about music for years, saying ain't nothing coming out. So I'm saying, think about how many people couldn't do something and now will physically be able to do this. Even if it is through AI,
I ain't going.
I think that if you wasn't able to do it,
put the work in.
Put the work in. Or you listen. Sometimes nigga could put the work in and they bars still bad.
No, fact.
They beat still bad.
Man, I'm saying you might not be able to play
it. Nigga rap every day.
You just don't deserve to be able to know, bro.
Like
it's not your thing.
3 raps a day.
If you couldn't play, but you can beatbox, you can beatbox and you can hum the tune.
Hey, go to a beatbox competition.
Go be Dougie Fresh.
No, that's facts. I agree 100%.
Oh man, where we going?
What did the comments say? Looked like it was getting a little busy.
Have you guys ever heard an actual real life artist that does a live version of an AI soul song? Fire. Which I would think that's what I was thinking when I heard. I was like, I would want to see a real artist do it, because like with the AI soul songs, like I said, they be messed up in certain, like, even if you put the lyrics and you try to write it out, it take a lot of work to make that jump actually sound human. Like they just don't have it. So it's like a real artist that sing it though. Some of those songs be all right.
No, I mean I believe it. Like see, I think something like R&B.
But that's corny too, though.
In my opinion, like, R&B writers don't even the singers don't usually write their music.
No, but that's cool, like but I just hate taking away another input because I feel the same that way. Was the job of a writer in a reference track. Maybe I'm an old nigga and it's just like I want things to stay closer to where it was, but I think that's the job. Like I knew guys that got really paid off of writing for like a couple rappers that you might have knew, or like I've been in the studios and guys done laid some fire reference tracks and be like, oh damn, this is what I ain't gonna name some of the names. Shut out, Kev. I got to see some decent fire shit back in the day, some behind the scenes shit. But the thing is that like with a lot of that, like it's an industry within the industry, and I don't know if like I care for AI to take away because it's gonna be some niggas that can always sing but not write. But shout out to the writers.
Exactly. And the thing is, bro, if you buns, you buns. Mm-hmm. We need to be stop. Let's not push ourselves to more of a culture where we have to accept and act like you ain't buns. No,
being buns ain't stop nobody, bro. It's all these
being buns.
No, it stopped a lot of people.
A lot of people. Being buns.
It's a lot of people that became like engineers and doctors. My whole thing. That SoundCloud didn't pop.
Honestly, I'm not gonna be surprised if one of the next great artists.
You know what I mean?
I would not be surprised if one of the next great artists come out of this AI movement. And I don't think they're gonna just be using straight up AI, but I won't be surprised.
I'm not saying I'm surprised, but I think it's gonna be to the detriment. We're gonna push that culture.
Yeah,
more and more
I imagine that it probably will be. I wouldn't even hedge my bet against it.
No, it only makes sense.
Yeah. Unc said you have to think about this right here. Run DMC did Walk This Way in 1984, 85, if I'm correct. It was an actual song that was written by Aerosmith, a white rock group from the 70s.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Walk this way.
That was a shot Steve took.
Right there. Real the Luddite.
What's a Luddite?
The Luddite.
Luddite.
And we don't know what that means, Steve.
All right,
what's one of them smart words, Steve?
That's one of them revenge of the nerd words.
See, we can't let Steve in charge of the job. I ain't going.
So what's up, Ray?
Oh yeah. So what
that's actually fire though. A member of any of the bands of English workers who destroyed machinery, especially in cotton and woolen mills, that they believe threatened their jobs.
Yeah, so there were some real ones.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at it. I want to be a part of this Luddite.
Yeah, I'm a Luddite too.
You ain't no Luddite.
Hell no.
You gonna be a capitalist and a Luddite at the same time?
That don't make sense. Johnny will be the one. Hey, I told him not to burn it, boss.
That nigga
Johnny gonna be. I told him not to burn it, boss, but he just wasn't listening to me.
Scam.
Whole time Johnny been sitting on the side. Yeah, burn that shit. Burn it down, bro. As soon as the boss, I told him not to burn it, boss.
Johnny, you said I go from 25 an hour to 45 an hour.
Right. Yeah. Fuck his job.
And bonus. And bonus. Well,
45 an hour. Yeah, you're
right. All right. Well, I guess we can get to the main conversation. That was fun. It was a little longer, but ain't nothing wrong with a little detour. But so my question today was, I feel like we had some similar conversation previously.
Okay.
And so the question is do all of our what's the word? Revolutionaries. Do all of our revolutionaries have to be broke? And when I say broke, I mean just like we we see what Malcolm X family was left with, Martin Luther King's, you know what I mean? The greats that we always go back to and talk about. We know that their families in financial shambles, which I feel like we were supposed to help them folk out.
Okay.
But aside from that, all of them, other than only one that I can think of that isn't broke, that we actually accept that or I ain't gonna say it. Well, I'm gonna say it mass. It's like Farrakhan.
Okay.
Other than that, it's almost like every time, even you can look at even outside of like revolutionaries, when a black person gets some money, we always start, this nigga Illuminati. This nigga, every time, you know what I mean? We kind of do that. So it's like, do they have to be broke then? Otherwise, we start questioning. And then I'll say this last part is just because the previous conversation, it was about, remember we were talking about 19 keys. And you called it, what is it? So you said it earlier. Hope.
Hope dealers.
And it was like the idea that they always want to sell something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And they're trying to profit off of them trying, I guess. And it's like, okay, well, if it wasn't selling nothing, I mean, he would have to be broke. So you got to be, in order for us to feel that you have your vision has validity and is actually, you know what I mean, for the benefit, you have to be broke. So how do y'all feel about it? It seemed like they got it. I understand that we wish that it wasn't like that, but it seemed like it's like that.
I mean, I think like there's a correlation between like of course like a lot of our leaders have been, but I don't think they necessarily have to be. I don't think it even like necessarily helps to be broke, but I think, honestly, I think to be more effective, you do have to have some kind of like paper. You gotta have some kind of base. And I think like true revolution like that we looking for, we are gonna have to have some kind of like infrastructure or something behind us to do it. So I don't think you necessarily have to be broke. I think it actually kind of hurts, if you're broke trying to be a revolutionary. And yeah, I don't think you have to be broke for sure.
Well, why do you think it is that we've kind of with everyone that has some couple quarters, then if they don't have to be broke, and I understand how you feel. I'm not talking about you specifically and how you feel. How do we as a collective feel?
Do you see what I'm saying? Like how do we feel? Or do you think what's actually would work though?
Right. It's what I mean. At the end of the day, what we're saying is that the only ones that are able to be effective and not have their character questioned and their intent questioned, they have to be broke.
But how effective have they been if we're still in the same spot?
Well, at the end of the day, we okay. Go ahead. I mean,
well, yeah. I guess I don't know if I agree with the premise in itself. I would say that if we look at a lot of the revolutionaries, like Marcus Garvey wasn't broke. He went from like country to country. W.E.B. Du Bois was not broke.
We ain't go back far enough.
That's probably what it is.
Kwame Ture, he wasn't broke. If we say Muhammad Ali, I think that we all look at him as a revolutionary. He was not broke. Like there's a lot of people that aren't broke. I forget. Damn it, what's the name of the dude that used to donate like thousands of dollars to any of the marches and things like that? He was a black actor. I can't remember his name, but
we talking about not Portier.
Yeah, maybe it was Portier. It might have been Portier or Cinco. I don't know.
Somebody else too.
Maybe, but
somebody else too.
But nonetheless, I think that we've seen a lot of people have money and be a revolutionary. I think that the thing though, where it ends up having like an interesting blend, ends up being that Harry Belafonte, is that there's a space where being a revolutionary in itself is like an extreme position to have. And typically, if you're speaking to black people as a revolutionary, there's a space where you're speaking to a downtrodden group. And I think that there's a line where you have to make sure that you're being careful that you're not exploiting that group. And when people have an issue with it, it typically ends up being around the lines of where you start blending the exploitation. And this is where a lot of people aren't against pastors, but they're against the it's a term for
mega churches and
like mega churches and the prosperity preaching and shit like that. I think that ends up being the blend where you can take a good thing, and if you're exploiting a group, especially if it's a group that needs, if they're looking for a come up and you're taking their dollars, their money, their whatchamacallit, I think that ends up being where the issue ends up being at.
And I think a lot of them times that comes down to like, you say it is a downtrodden group, and a lot of times people get in a position and they get an opportunity to where I don't think necessarily like intentional exploitation, but if you get a chance like to set your family up, who's not going to take that opportunity?
You should. I think it all comes down to like how you do it. I think that there's different.
But I think that's where it gets blended, though. I don't think a lot of people.
In my opinion, when we get into like modern day revolutionaries, that's our biggest issue. Is that like when you look at MLK or Malcolm X, or any of these guys, they weren't selling a dream in essence. They was pushing a message to a group of people that spoke to like a certain level of principles. And if you came out, if you donated, that was cool. But like you didn't hear Dr. Martin Luther King say donations. Right. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't a thing. You didn't hear that from Malcolm X or anybody else. If they were selling something, they were selling like a good. like bean pies or something at a function that you went to go see them speak at. But if anything, they was outside giving a word for free. Where now today, so much shit ends up being behind a paywall. Can you really be a revolutionary if you're behind a paywall? I don't know. I think that ends up being that it's tough because if you're reaching a group of people that are like, if we go inside like what is it? 5% of language, 85% of the world is deaf, dumb, and blind. These are the people that actually need to be touched.
Right.
The reason why Malcolm X, the reason why like all these guys, Huey, all these guys went out on, what did they call them? Not the bird box, the soapbox, is because of you had to reach these people where they was at.
Well, no, so my question would be:
I think it was like, behind the paywall. It might be,
but they're not behind like
service, but it's not a revolution.
Well, I mean, if you look at like the 19 Keys or the Brother Ben X or these guys, they're not necessarily behind the paywall because the shit that I'm looking at, this is all free. There is a place where you can get to get additional shit. Okay. You know what I mean?
But the shit
I like Brother Ben X.
You can support the can support and be a part of the movement. You can be a part of it for free if you got YouTube.
I don't think those are revolutionaries also though. Like we
talking
about Malcolm X and W.E. Du Bois and Garvey. We can't put Ben X and 19 Keys in that lane.
I don't know about that. What is our revolutionary?
I think that Ben X might be closer.
I think Ben X is definitely a revolutionary.
I don't know if
I think Farrakhan got the closest thing we got.
Well, like he's an old guard. I wouldn't really put
Ben
him
X
inside.
I actually like Ben X. Like Ben X done.
I don't have really a problem with what I've seen out of.
Would you call Dr. Umar one? From the if he was to have the school and like, you know what I mean, and actually like,
I mean, he's tough because of we're all waiting for the thing to happen.
Yeah.
And until then, if I have to be, because I have I fuck with Umar.
Yeah.
So I try and give him grace, but if I'm not like if I just try and be as unbiased as possible, right now you can it's fair to slander him as a prosperity preacher.
Yeah, revolutionary does signify starting a revolution. If you ain't started a revolution, then activist is a better word. I agree, Steve.
Okay, yeah, no, for sure.
That's true.
For sure.
Yeah, where are we going with this?
Yeah, that was pretty much a.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I do have an interesting question though. Do y'all believe and I mean, I'm gonna take I know y'all don't necessarily go to church, but do you believe that black preachers should be broke? Like, because that's one of the things that like people thinking that a black preacher should be, or that they shouldn't make any money at the church or anything.
I think preachers are entertainers. I think that like preachers are entertainers is what I believe. Like it's like you decided to go into the you went to the show. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. Because I believe
bro.
At the end of the day,
on a Sunday too.
That's a tough one, man.
Like I think so.
Bro just got on stage.
Bro went crazy.
Like, bro, okay, so
Bro go crazy. Bro was crazy.
My thing is, at the end of the day, like how many times do we see time and time again these people that are supposed to be ordained, called by God to do this thing, and they go to school for it. They do the academia, get the degree, and then they come in, and it's entertainment.
I don't
what entertainer got a degree though? You don't need a degree.
I don't agree with that. My grandma was a minister, and she went around the world to go talk to people in different countries and everything, and did stuff for people, and even on the level of just
but we talking about pastors.
So even on the level of pastors I've seen, a lot of these pastors take their time to be there for the church members. Outside of being at the church, when families members sick and they want somebody to come there and pray for them. I'm not talking about
every pastor,
but I'm just saying
in general,
most pastors are not doggone swindlers. Most pastors.
I ain't say he was a swindler.
What I'm saying, entertainer.
Most pastors. What I'm saying is most pastors are attending to their church members. You got the choice pastors who are making people look bad. You always see the bad that's out there, highlighting over the people who are doing good. But they're most pastors that I've seen, for the most part, when it comes to different people in the church, they're going there for the family members. If somebody needs something and they're members of the church and they know these people, they
you talking about why their church is still small and they can reach out and touch everybody?
A lot of times, even in some of the medium churches.
I'm talking about
Furtick.
Who?
Stephen Furtick.
I don't know who that is.
Elevation Church.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really care for people even as it relates to your positions. I don't care about positions.
I agree with that
and shit like that. So to me, you end up being the charismatic one of the group that did.
So are you saying like pastors or cult leaders?
Okay, so I would have to find the cult without like the derogatory.
But that's what like the charismatic leader.
Johnny, what you think of this?
Yeah, damn, I was trying to.
I mean, I feel real say in a bit that there are some that lean a little bit out of what you're called to do. I don't think that about necessarily all of them, and I don't think they should be broke, but I don't think they should be significantly wealthier than the people they're leading. I think they should be about average, but they should be a normal person that you'll see every day, and I think that's the best way. Not broke, not rich, but just normal.
Yeah, money. You got a yacht off of the church house. It's crazy, bro.
Not having a yacht off.
Yeah, that's wild.
The church
I don't know too many
crazy.
preachers with a yacht though.
No, I was making an extreme example. But
look
like
at
there's
niggas
a lot
over Elevation
between.
Church. But I would say, to me, a good rule of thumb is that a lot of it should just purely be dependent on your congregation and what like the median of that congregation is. And I do think that you should probably be inside better standing than they are, because of, as a preacher, you probably don't want to be going through. You probably don't want your preacher to be going through like this part of like the financial crisis and things like that, because you would want somebody that's leading you to be fairly level-headed.
Stable. You want to be
you
should have stability.
I think that like
I agree with that.
Stable is a good word.
But I don't think that like I mean, at the end of the day, but see, the thing is, the goal is to, and we know this. We know that you always need a new AC system. You building something, renovating something. You're trying to build this thing up to, and it's not about, oh, I'm trying to build the church up for God so I can, bro, you it's a business.
But see, now a lot of times in these churches, especially like in the AMEZ, a preacher could do that and build up a church, but then you could get sent to another church too. So you're not like, whatever you do for that church don't necessarily go with you when you go.
Oh, I didn't know that. I ain't know AME Zions work that way.
So
like most churches,
you get assigned. So if you build up this thing, and you get moved to the next church, and everything you did for it don't follow you. So you build up the next church. Now that's just in like denominations.
You're talking about churches that have like multiple. Most of them Jones is like the church right up. You know what I mean? I
think most of them are in denominations. I think there are.
They are in denominations, but hold on, you talking about they are in denominations like Baptists and all that. But it doesn't mean that they have a.
Like Baptist has, I know Methodist, AMEZ, where they have kind of the preachers get assigned. I know, I'm not sure how it works in Baptist, but I know in the Methodist, the preacher gets assigned to the church, and you get a year, 2 years, and then you can get reassigned, and so
you gotta move. Oh yeah.
And like I was actually talking to my mama because they got a new pastor, and he's from Baltimore, and I was like, he got like 4 or 5 kids. I'm like, I was even asking, well, how do they get the money straight with that? Because like he's making a big move, and then she was like, the conference pays for that, and like.
But I would assume that in that situation, the name of that church, they have multiple churches of the same name in different cities.
No,
states.
Well, I don't think that. No, I mean
they have like I forgot what they call it, but it's like a foundation pretty much where they all meet together. Like it's like some organization,
and they separated by regions. So you got the southern region, the northern, and so they every year they have like a conference, and they'll go and you'll find out your assignment, whether you're gonna stay at the same church. So that helps with like as for like what you're saying, like them building up this thing for like selfish purposes, because it is for the church and the community. And if you get moved, it kind of that's different than like the elevation. So there's some like independent churches where
that's usually what I've seen. Is more.
I don't think most churches are independent though.
Most thing, and that's the thing. Because I actually had to
come into science. I like this. Listen, I ain't know none of this.
I like this conversation because I had to come to terms with this because I used to think like I ain't gonna never say I thought pastors should be broke, but when I actually started hanging around pastors in their real life and seeing how real life is for some of them and how much like it be pastors who be like giving everything and their family be struggling, bro. Like I've seen that before.
Yeah, but
like,
my question would be within still like what kind of leadership is that?
Well, they like
that's altruistic leadership.
I mean, but if you choose to give
all of you to your congregation,
if you could do better,
I think that a person could look at that favorably.
But that goes. Don't that go against what's in the book,
bro? If you've been instructed in your
don't
heart,
but I think that like if we look at both sides of the coin as negative, then it's tough. Where if you are pretty much hoarding your wealth away from your congregation, that's negative. And if you give all that you can to make sure everybody's good in your congregation,
you give all. It's like you over but your family is fucked up. That's what he just
they
said.
still had a home, but I'm saying they still was going through stuff. Like
the church
still
will take care of the family.
Okay. Now, I mean, hey.
Yeah, instead of them like actually like, stacking up a couple dollars. I mean, this is kind of like the story that you hear about MLK and Malcolm X.
The other thing I will tell you now is like every single one of those pastors got nice houses at this point. Like all them people who they was looking out for, it comes back. Like that it's part of a faith walk, bro. Like with some of this stuff, like sometimes when you giving up everything, like you get it's the truth though, bro. Like I can't explain that. Like when you on a faith walk and you really doing this the way that it say to do it.
Fuck wrong with him, man?
Yeah.
Fuck wrong with him. But no, like what he was saying though, like, cause like being like if you're gonna be a pastor, you do have to like have some kind of like and love for people and like community. And like you say, ain't nobody perfect. Everybody gonna do some fucked up. Everybody gonna sin or make mistakes and everything. But like you say, if you're that pastor and you are there for those people and like being there with people in need in their worst times, karma is a real thing. And so like if you are a good person and you try to do your best, you do a lot of time will get looked out for. It ain't necessarily that you're trying to exploit or something, but like stuff comes back. So you do good deeds, good stuff will come back to you. So a lot of times, even with preachers, they might have something. We don't know like what they did to even or how God's looking out for them. So it's a lot of times you do get being a good person. It's never a waste of time, and it's always something to come on the back end of it too.
Yeah, I've never debated any of that stuff that you were just talking about.
You just laughed when I pointed to him.
No, I'm laughing because
you the one that laughed.
I'm laughing.
You laughed. I'm trying to make sure.
You be all over the place. You be all over the place. You gotta sit down and like write some of this shit that you believe out on a piece of paper, and then like draw lines to see how many of these actually like make sense to be in the same. You know what I mean?
You ain't a complicated person, real?
Yeah, no, I believe I'm complicated, but I'm pretty straightforward.
You're not a complicated person.
I'm pretty straightforward.
You're pretty complicated too.
Johnny.
Now Johnny got a lot of lines. They do
this.
And they connect somewhere.
They do.
And it's another one that come back that way. And then like when you look at it, it's like somebody did this on the board. But I don't know.
Hey, look,
you're not a complicated person.
I think we all probably agree. Johnny is a complicated person. Yeah, you is.
Hey, look, hey.
I think I'm fairly simple. I try and be a simple person.
Simple too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go through these comments real quick. They shouldn't be broke. You just expect some level of modesty from preachers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
Rail
said 100% fact, and we all know it. We just don't want to go to hell and won't say it ourselves.
I don't want to go to hell either.
They do.
What you said out there, the entertainer part?
Hey, how you just gonna sign me up?
He ain't sign you up. That's crazy.
Yeah, you first class ticket.
Nah, I'm cool. I ain't trying to go.
You're business
I
class.
did, but I go to hell.
Steve said,
crazy.
Nah, TD Jake's balling. Yeah, TD Jake's balling.
No,
their family is on a different. His daughter too, all of them balling.
He entertains very well.
Yeah, he entertains very well. I agree with you on some of that with the entertainment.
That's all I'm saying.
Like some of them pastors is just entertainers. Even some of them gospel artists.
Yeah,
and they ain't.
A lot of the
gospel
musicians in the church.
Those are entertainers, though. Like that is.
No, it's beyond that though, bro. Like some of them is just ain't no different than a rapper.
Nah,
they ain't no different than the Wayans, bro. Like some of them.
Hey, the piano players and the drummer and all that, they be cracking all of the congregation.
Bro,
ain't nothing wrong with being a drummer.
Hey, the drums always did help.
Ain't nothing
drums
wrong with
help.
Drummer.
We should start a church, take the tithes, and buy Bitcoin. Let's run the play.
Steve, talk about it, Steve. Talk about it, Steve.
10% on the Bitcoin to get you a long way.
I don't know what's down right now.
That's when you buy it.
These pastors should live in the church house that came with their churches. I'm speaking about the community church pastor. Most of them has a pastor house right next to the church building.
It's called a parsonage.
Yeah. One thing I found out about a lot of pastors, though, I don't know why, but a lot of pastors good entrepreneurs, bro. They got like the ones, all them people who I say got houses now, it wasn't from the church.
Hustling.
No, one of them is a fitness instructor.
Why did hustler have to have negative connotations?
Oh yeah, it was how you
wasn't
said,
necessary. You a serial entrepreneur, you a hustler.
Oh yeah. I know I know a funeral director. His family had funeral homes and stuff. One of them work at Norfolk State.
Hey, them funeral homes is especially, bro, that it's a funeral home on Sugar Creek. Them niggas be quaking over there, bro. They making some bread. But funeral home.
If I owned a funeral home, I just wouldn't want to be hands on it though. It'd just be an investment that I don't think about. I just get
they dying to use the service.
Stupid.
Y'all know my mom do obituaries. The funeral business is a good business to be in.
No, I believe
that's a good one.
Shoot, during COVID. Oh, bro, it was a dude that got arrested for he was throwing the bodies in the back, bro.
Oh yes, I remember that. I seen that.
Yeah, during COVID, Buddy was just throwing the bodies in the back. And they ended up finding that he just had niggas just sitting out in the backyard.
But that was like somewhere in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But my thing is, how do you send? Like, how do you stole? Like, weren't these people supposed to get buried? like what the family like?
From my understanding, like during that time period, the funeral homes were so backed up that they weren't even like in ceremonies weren't happening like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, they weren't having funerals.
Yeah, they weren't having the ceremonies.
I think that they'll do Zoom. That probably would hurt time to like imagine just opening up a funeral home
and then COVID
hit, and you got all these dead bodies that you can't even profit off of.
Oh no, they were still getting their money.
How then that
we still got to embalm the body.
They had a funeral and all that. They just throwing the body.
I don't know nothing about this.
They probably weren't selling as many caskets
for those services.
They weren't paying that land fee, them lot fees for
the lot fee
probably bodies.
But my thing is, like, what?
They were going ham.
That's some wild shit, though.
But just imagine
throwing the body in the back.
Exactly.
That's some wild. This shit probably stunk.
Well, I think
how they found. That's from my understanding. That's how they found it.
It's just like fairly dehumanizing. Like to be the person that just keeps throwing. Like these are just humans back here. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Imagine going to work every day. You just know you got a pile of
humans back
there just adding up. That's some wild shit.
Yeah. Put them back there with the others. What? And then who is doing it?
And then somebody had to help him too. Let's be honest.
Yeah, somebody was helping him.
Like you ain't throwing nobody. Like some people.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That was a wild tangent. Yeah.
All right, we went through those comments. Let's see. Yeah, COVID was a crazy time for funeral homes.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. Doing that estate planning joint, bro. And see, I was suspect of COVID altogether at first.
Oh, you ain't believe in it?
Yeah, it was suspect. I think it was a lot of people that in the beginning, they go, man, this shit ain't real. You know what I mean? But then I started looking at the death certificate.
At first, well, boy, if you was walking around forgetting.
No, when that bitch was like spreading all the countries.
Remember when
I just don't be thinking like organized. Like when it was only across.
Remember when they said black people
I think it'd be like the swine flu or something that it come up and then die down.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. I was looking at them death certificates. You know, that all day looking at death certificates. Then you start seeing COVID coming up on them joints. Tough.
Remember when they said black people
couldn't get it at first?
You said what?
When they said black people couldn't get it at first.
That was a thing.
I remember that.
I was like, that was crazy. Like black people was walking around like, we can't get it. You can't get it. That's a white disease. No.
Yeah,
that would have been fire though. That would have been fire.
If that was actually true. That
like if melanin was a repellent. The more melanin you had,
but it'd have been kidnapping niggas off the street, boy.
To do what with us though?
Experiments. They go
taking shots of melanin. That would have been
that would have caused the Civil War right there. They just blamed us.
We call that an Easter egg.
Motherfucking ass.
We call that an Easter egg right there. Yeah, boys, ready? Damn, real again,
bro.
Johnny, take the belt.
This nigga Owen.
Johnny, take the
belt. Nigga ain't won since season 1.
All right, bro.
Man, you can go first, Fred.
Dang, bro.
I'll go second. Q, go ahead.
All right, I got some quick funny ones. All right, let's go. Give me the third one from the bottom. That one Johnny had with the dude was doing all of the words. It was like having the blank for you. It looked like it was gonna say Nigger. It was a.
Oh,
okay. Look, they got one of those in there.
What was the last one? Naggers.
Remember.
Diggers.
I say just hit the refresh on it. But right now is a great time to throw a commercial for the Tubies. The Tubies will be coming to you December 20th.
Yeah, and while we're on it, we're going to have a favorite meme award. So
we're going to have a favorite meme award. Listen, we're going to have our chatters. Listen, Steve, I just want to make sure that This is another one. LTO, y'all are nominees for Chatter of the Year. Just it's throwing it out there. Y'all are on the ballot. We're gonna put it in the bucket. Everybody that put up to the live show, they get to do a quick little write-in. But listen, Chatter of the Year is one of the ones. Call-in of the Year. Listen, we got Unc and Steve. Both of y'all are dual nominees in these categories. Just throwing it out there. We got Chatter of the Year. We got Call-in of the Year. Yeah. Are we good to go, Tone?
Yeah, we good to go.
All right, cool.
Give me the 3. Yeah, 3 for the bottom.
All right.
No, down one.
Oh, but that's gay.
Hey.
No.
What is this called?
That's gay.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
What is
that's
this
gay.
called?
Like for real.
Oh.
That's like brighter patch.
Hey. What is
Fool,
this
that's
called?
Gabriel. Brighter patch. Gay. Fool. Like.
Lay. What is this called?
That's gay. That's like stupid gay. Like super.
Bay. What is this called?
That's gay.
Way. What is this
Fool,
called?
that's not gay, fool. That's stupid gay.
Ray.
That's.
What is this called?
Man, what? Pray.
Say. What is this called?
That's gay.
Hey, we'll have no feelings, no hard feelings towards the community. I mean, y'all do y'all thing, but I just thought that was hilarious.
That's hilarious.
And all right, give me the last one there, and then give me the one above that, and I'm gonna tap out.
Right, you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Yo, you ever try to do the airwalk, Joe?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes.
Hey, bro, you can do that?
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks like you're
You
floating.
don't know. You don't know.
Try again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yep.
No joke. It's like walking on air.
Ready? Okay.
Yeah, ready?
Okay.
I'll go a bit there, so it really looks like, oh my God, it's like your helium.
Oh my God. It's like your helium.
Right, you gonna do
You
it?
got sad as soon as you see yourself around that bit. Hey, bro, you know how to do that?
Nah.
Damn. You ain't get up in the air. It's simple if you know how to do. It's like based off that little old drum major shit. But yeah.
Oh dang, do I want to do this one for smoke for your boy? Matter of fact, man, it's a Facebook jump. Okay, never mind. Let's give me the second one from the bottom, and then I'm gonna.
Steve said that wasn't corporate rail.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
My bad. That definitely wasn't corporate.
You're supposed to say yes.
Yes.
If I call your name, say yes. Stop saying what.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Cartier.
What?
Stop saying what. You think I'm playing with you? Huh? You think I'm playing with you?
You know?
Say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yo.
Cartier.
What?
Say yes.
Yes.
If I call your name, it's Cartier. Say yes.
Yes.
Cartier.
What?
Yo, you gotta be true.
Yo, I love the kids. It's so
Cartier.
funny because my daughter has
You're supposed to say
thing.
yes.
She says yeah all the time. I'm trying to get her to say yes,
Nah.
but her mom says yeah all the time. And so we have that conversation. It's been something that we've been talking about for like 2 months. Y'all know the kids be hilarious to me. I'm done.
All right, let me see.
John Boy.
I ain't got too many. I kind of want to do that one from Wednesday, but
What Steve said? We never get into what?
Y'all never getting that dude wipe sponsor. That dude
Hey,
wipe
shout out to
sponsor.
dude wipes too. This shit is elite.
Who?
The dude wipes.
Bro.
Oh, do what?
Yes.
I'm not a wipes guy. When I was in the military, we used to have to use those wipes out there in the field. We'd be out there, bro. It was cool. You know, the women used to be able to go back and take showers, bro. We was out slight hot about that. Cause you're gonna be out there. We might have did.
Oh, they wouldn't let y'all go take the shower?
No, we couldn't take a shower.
But they would let the girls?
Of course, the females, they got the, that's a different thing. But we would just have to use the male wipes.
Oh, that's sexist.
Just do wipes. Bro, the thing is, bro, it's a lot of that in the
That's
military,
sexist.
bro.
I'd have called him out.
It's a lot of that in the military.
I'd have called it out.
And I think women should get benefit of the doubt. But then if you
go
get super benefit of the doubt.
If she gonna take a shower, let me take a shower. That's universal.
And if anybody was in there,
yeah, click the second.
Yeah, they got a whole other set of problems to deal with.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what I mean? So, but you still.
I think when we say that, you're probably specifically talking about them on a period, right?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that Joker, that Joker be needing extra maintenance. I ain't gonna lie. That Joker
I'm pretty sure that that's what he's talking.
Even outside,
outside
on a regular day, a regular 2 days.
Hey, listen.
Okay, they got it. They got it.
They got it. 1600s had to been crazy,
bro. I done thought about
like walking around.
They used to wash themselves with flowers.
Oh, that's crazy.
They be wiping themselves with flowers.
Yeah,
and stuff.
No, I'm just thinking about like how nasty that'd be. That shit's fucking disgusting.
Just like it was natural for them.
The smells.
Down their legs, walking around.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I don't even want to imagine. I gotta look this up when I go home because I actually am curious about how that works. Now I gotta know.
They not gonna. Yeah, that's wild. Let's get to the meat.
Exactly.
Let's get out of there.
We keep
second row in the middle.
We just lost a sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
You said which one?
The second row in the middle, right there.
Oh my God, I love your hair. Can I touch it? Oh my God. My God, I love your hair. Can I touch it? Oh my God, I love your hair. Can I touch it? Oh my God. What are you putting it? Wow. Wow, so cool. I love it. It's a great style on you. Oh my God, I love your hair. Can I touch it? Oh my God.
Take for their own medicine.
Oh, bro, I hate that shit, bro.
They be doing that to you?
Not they be trying.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, Johnny.
They've tried. But you get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna let somebody touch me without my permission.
What'd you say right after you leave them?
No.
So they be like, is it usually a man or a woman?
Like a girl or something. Yeah.
Like, hey, Johnny, can I touch you?
You
say nah.
Yeah. You done been a good nigga before.
I'm trying to get some. Yeah, I'll let you.
Well, we throwing the sponsors out the window. That's why I just
you said that. You phone. You said that. You said that. Let me get the one right beside
this one ain't going behind this one going behind the paywall. My bad.
Let me get Bun B.
You believe in love, huh? Like,
yeah, no, because I know what love can do to a person. I know what a lack of love can do to a person as well. So I'm always for love. Like, just go for it, try it. You know what I'm saying? See if it works, because a relationship built around love is so fulfilling and it's so satisfying. Because when you don't have everything else that the world says you should have, if you have a person that loves you and that you love back, you can build anything from that. I've seen it.
No wonder they wanted you to do the ceremony.
I do believe in love, though. I do believe in love.
Everybody believes in love, but people get it wrong. Or they choose the wrong type of love.
You have to be in love with the worst of it. You have to be willing to see a person at their worst and be like,
right.
That ain't bad. I seen worse than that. I seen worse than that.
I didn't even see. I was going. It was the enter.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh man,
I didn't see that part.
Steve had just said John letting them bunnies touch his hair.
Yeah.
I set myself
but
up.
I would like to shout out Bun B, even though he did do it in there.
Bun B.
Hit the solo. Hit the solo. We got. You know what I mean? He came back. He came to the boys. So you know what I mean. I'm functioning with it. Every time I throw a bald head guy up there, I got. As long as I'm shaved, I take it out. I take it out.
But no, I just like that. I think like what he said, like love is, and even like in amongst our community, not necessarily just relationship wise, but I think like love amongst like our people is something that like they even see like what's Grits and Bacon talking about, like the revolution not gonna be like we deal with violent people and like that, but like the way like we're not gonna out violent some of these people, but like the way we can be better as a people, the way we can get to where we want to do is through like loving each other and like loving our community. And I think that's beautiful thing.
Well, to go back to exactly what he was talking about, I think love is important, but like to sustain, you got to like them too. You're gonna be it. Like love is one of those things that stay constant. You're not always gonna fall in and out, but you can leave somebody and still love them.
But you don't always like the person either, though.
Yeah, but that's I understand that. But the more important is that you do like them. You can fix that like as fast as possible. because people leave people they love all the time. Divorce people they love all the time.
Would you say that people leave who they like all the time?
No.
In divorce?
I feel.
I don't think if you like them, you're going.
I was about to say, I think it's the opposite. Like you leave.
I leave somebody I like for leave somebody I love.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got to love each other first because you're not gonna like each other on certain days.
What I'm saying is, but the thing is that the
love,
in my opinion, what I've seen is like I can see very much so people calling it quits because I just don't like you anymore. It's not a love thing. You can still love the person and still leave them.
Right. I think that like putting these as like polar opposites is where the I guess like the idea kind of falls apart because I think there's like a median version of like and love that you have to have. And people will leave people that they don't like and they'll leave people that they don't love. I think that both of those things happen probably almost like close to enough evenly. Where like there's a certain level of like you gotta like somebody, and like if one of them overweighs the other one still has to exist, in my opinion. That's kind of the best way.
Yeah.
Let me get a Simba, middle, top row, middle.
Oh.
I recently seen some kids like robbing a grandmother and they was filming it, pushed the grandmother down. It was another set of kids that was like beating up an autistic child in front of his mother and they were filming it for Twitch so they could get views and stuff like that. And it made me realize like shame is rewarded now, right? Like you used to stop doing some shit or think to not do some shit because you'd be ashamed. Like you wouldn't like get on camera, just put your dick out there on camera or just say some wild shit on camera because you feel ashamed. But now it's like today the shame is rewarded. It's like the more you put yourself out there and just shame yourself, you get more clicks, you get more views, and now you get paid from it, which is making people kind of lose the whole idea of us being human beings. And I'm just noticing that we just out here doing what the fuck ever for clicks and views because there's no shame anymore. Niggas aren't ashamed of anything that's going on. We just literally doing shit. If everything is going to be for the bag, right? If y'all like, fuck it, I'm getting the bag for this shameful shit. Well, if everything just going to be about capitalism and the bag, then we can't get mad about a lot of shit that be going on in the world. Whatever it may be, a record label signing an artist because they're capitalizing on them. We can't get mad about nothing if everything is just going to be about the motherfucking bag. At some point, my nigga, if you see a grown-ass man robbing a woman, what the fuck are you pulling your phone out for? The bag? This is a grown man robbing a woman, an elderly woman, and niggas are pulling their phone out. At what point do we say that's not right? That's fucked up. Go help that lady. At what point do we get back to that? Because if everything is just going to be about the motherfucking bag and views and clicks and all of this shit, it's like, bro, we can't complain about shit no Trump, racism. Like, we can't complain about none of it if everything is going to be about the fucking bag. We will find a way to make money. We're human beings. We're creative. We will find ways to survive. But everything just can't continue to be about the fucking bag and views and clicks and all of this shit. Because what's going to end up happening is... shit, Adam 22, right? Dog, your daughter gonna see this shit. Like your daughter gonna go to school one day and her mama is on the internet sucking everything from Kansas to Kansas, like literally. And y'all think it's
yeah, but I think the beginning of it was, I think it's spot on though, as far as like the shame, like. No, but there's definitely like yeah, people just do anything on the internet, like for like.
Bro, you just start going on a tangent.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Your mama outside the school sucking.
Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where that went, but I think like what he said, the shame, and even the Adam 22 thing, that's a weird shit anyway. To where like there's no shame in that. Now that's your woman, and you don't put it out there. But I guess if you getting the money, well, I don't know. He guess it like it worked for him, but yeah, that's to me. There's good money and bad money. And like, I don't want none of the bad money. And I do have shame because there's certain things that I can't, like, my pride wouldn't let me do, you know, a lot of that shit.
Well, what if it takes you from 25 an hour to 45 an
hour? I'm talking about their job, man. I ain't gonna do, I'll get rid of somebody else's job. You're talking about me doing something. I'll get rid of their job. But I still got my pride. That's not shameful. Well, nah, but like
All right, go get it.
I'm just saying, but like personally, like there's some things like I'm embarrassed to do. Like there'd be the wild
Like
shit
what?
in the Adam 22 shit. Like I think that's embarrassing, like to do. But he
To
did
have sex on camera.
To let your woman have sex with somebody else, that's embarrassing.
Or have sex with somebody else.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
well, he not getting a part of that bag. That's her bag.
They married. I'm sure he's getting some.
They can interchange bags, or they can assimilate bags. But it ain't his bag.
But to me, that's like that's like I don't know how you can like. I don't see how the bag is worth like your woman. Like I just don't.
Well, I guess.
I
guess maybe. I guess in my mind, I'm just thinking he don't have control over that shame. She's shaming herself
and him.
But if she want to go fuck that dude, if he say yes or no, she probably gonna go do that. She wasn't looking for his permission.
But they were doing it. I mean, she had his permission. I think being
that's nice to have his, but I don't think that it matters.
Okay, even the Robin. Okay, even the
like
Robin,
when they was doing it on. Like I think that for a while they was doing like them two popping the chick, and that was like they run for a while.
Right, I've seen. Yeah,
that's cool. Oh, you seen that?
I've seen their interviews with some of the girls.
Oh,
I ain't never watched them. But.
Oh yeah, but now you know they raffled her off.
That's
trying to figure out which dude was the most popular black dude because black dudes is running corn right now. Okay. So he had to figure out which was the most popular black dude to let pop. You know who he got?
Who we got?
Lil D.
Lil D.
Lil D.
Oh, okay. I ain't really familiar. But...
Okay, I'm familiar with him. Pause.
He said he's familiar with Little D.
I ain't gonna lie, this pause in here right there. That's the candidate.
It didn't even work.
That's the candidate. That was so wild. Holy shit. Oh no!
That's like the most unpausable.
Yeah, that's crazy. We also was talking about the corn too. That was wild.
Yeah, that was crazy. I know. I get it. I definitely get it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
I got a couple of them.
And don't forget about me, Tom.
Oh, you want shit?
Nah.
Oh yeah, we going to yours. No, we going. Oh,
skip.
No, I thought we did Q. We going to Q.
If you don't have much time, but you want to build a rock hard core that could take a punch from Ares himself, grab a light kettlebell and try out this circuit. You're going to start with Abaddon's Halo. This exercise lights up your entire core. It is one of the best core exercises in the world for a reason. This is one exercise that will really help you build a functional and stable.
Okay, there we go.
If you don't have much time, but you
damn, there. God dang.
Yeah. Shout out to the gang.
All right.
All right. So we'll start it off with I got to shout out to Lil Wayne. He's having a good season right now. Rail see me at Chili's yesterday, paying for the wager. Told him every time you get over 20. I think he's averaging like 18 right now. 18 a game. They play about 6-7 games. He had some good little ones. Push play. I got to shout out to you.
Due up 2027, 6'4" QJ Young.
QJ Young was spectacular today.
Had his breakout performance.
Scored it from all three levels. If QJ's playing like this, the way he did today, Chambers is going to be a tough team to beat this year.
I get that inside my system to put out. I take that money by my cars, I saw ready shoes. I had to tell them give me balls for the kick my groove. I took that thing that I bang in my record room. I gave it some bands too. I see something about church on TV, then I turn it off. I ain't talking money, I walk straight off. I ain't trying to hit it at all. Give me on that, top me out. My life ain't scripted at all.
First due up 2027,
6'4". What is he talking about?
So, nonetheless, just wanted to throw the little one up there. We were talking about album of the year, and I do want to shout out a couple female rappers. Let's start off with Samara Sin first.
Lupe Fiasco. That album is so good. Paris, Tokyo. That's that shit.
A lot of the best rappers in the world think Lupe is the best rapper in the world.
I think it's his rhyme schemes because his stories are very clear and they're very detailed, but he can rhyme like multiple syllables in a sentence with the next sentence while making the story make sense.
Yeah.
That's incredible to me.
Yeah, some people can do one or the other. When they storytell, they simplify so you can get the story.
Right.
His schemes are so complex in terms.
Right. Lupe Fiasco, I love you.
That's it. But Samara, give it some love. She is a super fire. Like she's from the ilk of the Lupes and the Kanyes and like, well, she's a rapper's rapper.
Get out of this, Steve.
And she has a lot of what do he say?
He said, "Who that?
Who that? No, Steve, you get out of it. You get out of it." But yeah, I like her a lot, and her music is really, really, really dope.
Is it real quick? I've never heard it before.
It's
this
more
is my
boom
first time
bap.
seeing her. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
she be rapping.
If she like Paris, Tokyo, I definitely, I'm like, that's not a song you just like.
I'll try and find some.
No, she did like
she's a rapper. Right?
Yeah, you can tell. Like, you know, just like.
Let's go to that Caucasian down there, in front of a microphone.
No, I don't know who she is.
You don't know? She fired.
Blowing bags like a bagpiper, rap better than the headliner. Rip the pitchfork out the grip of a temp rider. Been nicer than y'all since I left all the all-men ciphers and spin cycles to elevisor. Last night, like tripping off the psilocybin, it's still inside me. Thought I heard your door saying, tell me it's the perfect timing. You can't stop it. Handing out L's, feeling philanthropic. Bobby pinning my bangs, they're slick back like Millie Bobby. Y'all don't promote good shit, then have a Twitter pity party. Talking about hip-hops, this and that. Y'all need to get a hobby. Underground's been king since Playboy Cardi was Millie rocking. Yeah! Don't let up on them win. NC 2016 finishing Dilla time and thinking about how the plane fuel is killing climate. And no matter how you protest, they'll try to vilify it. Watch another pillar rise, and I entered my prime 6 years ago. Somehow I'm still inside it. Nice on the beat, cause my parents taught me to kill with kindness. Can't get the green off top my mind, I look like Billie Eilish. Hang up MCs and take the mics, I'm out here drilling pilots. Sit in silence and tuck the tails up from my goat. So I must have done something well, ain't hard to tell. I'm armored well, seasoned vet, I'm Pepper and Popovich. Offering scholarships off the bars to Harvard, Yale. I'm not for sale, I'm off the scale, I'm not gonna fail. At times I felt like I didn't have the time to feel. I was in the gym, standing feet of meals. I was shedding skin, had to let it peel. I was trying to swim, had to grow the gills. Flying by the wind, brought up all the wheels. Wonder where I've been, I've been sitting still. Getting 30 twin, shit is not a trail. I really do what I say, it's in my DNA. Flowers at my feet, they gotta sweep the stage. I've been eating
listen, she's consistently
one
of the coldest white chicks that I've run across. I can't remember her name off the top of the head, but like she raps over a lot of like the Griselda beats. Mm-hmm. Maybe is she signed with Griselda? I can't remember who she's with, but she's cold. Like she can bar up.
It
like bar
up. She said she sounds like can she rap on like beats, like on beats?
Yeah, like she did some lotto shit and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, now let's go up to top left.
Unc said so. None of y'all like Muddy Waters too. Guess y'all didn't grow up listening to Redman. Hey, nominate him. We gonna be listening, Unc. So if that's I'm gonna go listen to the album.
Oh,
he nominated Muddy Waters too.
Early.
No, Redman released the album this year. I think.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it. But
I didn't listen to. I forgot. Like I'm looking for albums to listen to. I'm still trying to give it a chance. So
okay,
it's more time.
Go up top left, and I get it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this shit got me bothered, bro. Hey, bro, I hate hearing songs that's not for niggas, bro. But that shit be snapping. You hear me? Like, I don't even supposed to like this shit. Like, listen to this shit. Listen to it. Hold on.
Tell that bitch that I get even, I don't get mad. I got too much designer, I can't kick it, ain't no kickback. Swear you niggas act like bitches.
With y'all bitch ass.
I be cheating first, I ain't got time.
You get no lick back, bitch.
I think I'm hooly with my rich friends, trying to see if I'ma get this nut before this back end. Soon as shit ain't adding up, I'm subtracting. I don't like it
when the mouth ain't mouth in.
And it still fuck you niggas with a passion.
Oh,
yeah, you niggas pussy who I'm gagging.
Hold on, stop the beat. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this shit got me bothered, bro. Hey, bro, I hate.
Shout out to Fat Boy stepping into the reaction game. But no, I love
that's Fat Boy from the
That's
West
not
Coast?
Fat for real. Fat Boy.
Okay.
But he's clearly from Memphis, where they them niggas sound alike. But or at least Tennessee. But yeah, I actually like that record. I think that's Ken something. It's Ken to something. That shit fire.
I don't like it.
Yeah, shit fire. I listen. I enjoy like the full the full gamut of the female. The ratchet raps, I like it. The woke raps, the boom bappy raps, I like it. That's my time.
Tough ass woman. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Niggas, bitches.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start with your boy.
Niggas can't turn me down, toppers up, top down, nigga. I'm your daddy now. Pop a pound, wrap around, we can put the guns down. Stomach shot, man down.
This nigga NLE Chopper went from walk 'em down to putting cowboy ass chaps on, busting splits and popping the coochie. I ain't seen a nigga pop the coochie since DJ Jubilee and NLE Chopper out here really with the chaps on, with his ass out, popping the coochie. How you got a dance routine talking about killing people when you popping the get the
I should say NLE Chopper got touched by a man and it's clear. I'm like, dang, this jacked up, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a crazy one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go more here now.
So I just found out that the Great Depression and the Harlem Renaissance were happening at the same doggone exact time. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tag the creator. I already went and followed her because I love information like this. And this is what I'd be telling people that, y'all got to learn who we are as a people and the things that we've actually done and contributed. Stop getting the information on your culture from people who don't understand it in the first place. Now, that's not to say they weren't some black people struggling with the Great Depression, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people were. But the fact that during this time of American turmoil, we were still out here creating musically, literature, and all this other stuff, to me is an absolute amazing fact. Like, it's crazy because I remember hearing comedians in the 90s say like, oh, you notice you don't see no pictures of us during the Great Depression. You know, we already was living that way, this, that, and the third. But these are pictures of us during the Great Depression. This is a picture of us. This is a picture of us. Here's a representation of us. This is what we look like during that time. It is important to know who you are as a people and know our culture, the real part of our culture, not what they telling us, not the BS that they try to sell us, but our real culture. You feel what I'm saying? We already done debunked a bunch of lies, from welfare queen to who commits the most crimes, like substance abuse. We already debunked all this negative stuff that they try to say about us. Okay? So it's like, yo, just learn who y'all are. And yes, Christians, I'm speaking to my fellow Christians. You can be a Christian, love God, believe in all that, and not look down on black people and stop believing what they telling you about black culture. You can still know who you are as people. You can still know your culture and where you come from and the things that our ancestors did and invented and created and innovated.
I just thought it was interesting lesson in resiliency for black people. Just to shout out, like, one of the things that we ain't paying attention to, like, multiple times throughout history where it's looked down for, or look like we're supposed to fail. We've taken it and made it something greater.
Well, one thing they say about the Great Depression is that black people weren't affected as much because we were like excluded from the banking system.
Yeah.
So like it definitely makes sense that like we were having our Harlem Renaissance during that Great Depression because it didn't affect us because of we weren't allowed to even be in the system.
Shorty, the one that this is based off of, she did kind of unpack that, the fact that we weren't included, so we weren't excluded.
That wasn't no problem.
Yeah, literally. It was something dealing with the gold and shit too. Yeah.
Okay. This is my last one right here. This is more of a conversation type topic.
All that work and what did it get me?
This is one of them I was curious about.
My bad. What did it say?
It said, now that we are older and mature, do y'all see why it says in the Bible to wait until you are married? Nope. I want to have a conversation more about that. I wasn't even just gonna leave it at the Bible, but even just as, like, do y'all see it? Do you see a thing where it's like now, or do you think it would be better to wait till marriage? Like, raising daughters and stuff, like y'all got daughters and everything. Do you think
it's tough? It is tougher. I mean, I'm assuming the more males, male or female, like I think that the more males you have on, the more you have to compare to, the more that you can have the ability of feeling like this is not good enough with the amount of experience you've already had. So I think that that's a negative. At the end of the day, we all know that everybody in here didn't live the thing that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But I can see, honestly, I understand why it makes sense that, yeah, and it's the value of it too. If you have the thing that you have to wait on, it's more valuable for it to you. You know what I mean? Because you couldn't just touch it whenever you, or just get it whenever you want. So I mean, I understand the reasoning behind it, and I, even though I didn't live my life like that, I agree with that.
Oh, it's very hard to resist temptation, but just understanding, like even being able to admit that the concept does make sense. Yeah, like that's one of the things I be thinking about. Like, I can see why this makes sense, even though I didn't do it.
That's one thing that I let a lot of people, and it's something I've been trying to figure out a way to have a conversation about it, is that just because you didn't do the thing that you know to be right, don't mean you need to change what right is.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think we do that so often. It's like, especially in our culture, in different, in society, well, not even in our culture, in society, period. Because the norm is not the right thing, we'll just change the right thing into what the norm is. And it's like, doesn't make it right though. And I think we do that with a lot of different things, and that's just my opinion.
What do y'all think?
Q?
All right, and I'm, I guess, responding to wait until getting married. No, I don't agree with it. I think that probably this is like going back to maybe this was like our first game night. I
remember we had this conversation. Yeah, we had.
Yeah, like my stance kind of stays the same. Where like I would prefer my daughter to go into marriage having an understanding of what she actually wants and likes. Of course, this not like explicitly, specifically about sex, but it's more so about having had different relationships to where like you're not siloed into thinking that this wrong thing is right. That'd be kind of like the best thing that I say. I think that sometimes we look at comparison as a negative thing, but I think that good comparison has good context.
Here go Uncle again talking about wait until you get married and then find out she ain't got any rouge.
Oh, rouge?
That means she didn't wait.
What's the one above that?
She didn't wait.
Rail want to bust the cooch down, then pull up the ladder on the next generation.
Right.
No, I'm saying like even still, I still feel like that it would have been better.
Y'all really see no benefit in waiting. Like that's
so I wouldn't want to use the word like no benefit in it. I'm sure that there is a benefit in waiting. I think that. All right, so my bad. What is your question?
That's more so what my question is about. Can you see the purpose in waiting versus like even though you didn't do it, can you see the purpose in waiting?
Do I see the purpose?
I think there's a purpose in waiting, in some waiting. Like, I don't think you want to sleep with somebody, especially if you want to take them serious immediately. But I don't think that means you should wait until the day after you get married.
But is marriage more substantial if like say it's two people, neither one of them has had sex.
That's the key, right?
You don't know what to expect. So everything you're experiencing is together. So ain't no expectation, ain't no thing. And then like I don't know, I feel like
that's a perfect scenario. You got two virgins, maybe.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I can see the benefit in having waited.
Yeah, I think that somebody gonna get caught by that temptation, bug.
Yeah, I can see the benefit of it though, and even starting a family with even in starting a family and everything, and just having like that experience. Like I can see how that would be. I can see
it. My thing is that when do we know that to be practice?
I mean, I don't know about it being practice.
Yeah, I'm saying like as long as we can understand American history, we.
I mean, I think that's cool for like we 18 or like you're a younger person. I think that's more applicable. By the time we grown, we all made mistakes. We all did what we did. I think like getting into something where you know everything is like the best way to ensure that you actually marry the person that you want to marry. Also,
well, I mean, they also I would say that it also had a lot to do with the marriage rates and population of married people. It was a lot higher during the time where you had more or less of the culture of being just like, you know what I mean, hypersexual. I think at the end of the day, you can see there's it's the difficulty cannot be understated in like the idea that most people won't have the discipline. But again, just because the most people don't have discipline doesn't mean that there's not value in it, and that's not the better answer. You know what I mean? Like I say, at the end of the day, I don't think I would have made it because you're more like we say the probably we'd increase the marriage rates, right? And then you probably you're going to increase marriage rates, but then it's going to be much more productive for the community, which we always talk about marriage being the pillar of the community, and which pushes us to closer to prosperity. It makes it so that the culture is not hyperly sexual.
All right, so my bad. So you're saying that getting married young as virgins?
No, I didn't say young. What I said is that all I said was getting married as a virgin has a higher likelihood of having you stay with the person.
Are you sure about that?
Or having you get married, not stay with the person. I would say that you're more apt to get married if you have to wait for sex.
That's because people just get married to have sex.
Right.
If you're just rushing the thing, you're not getting married for the right things then.
But it also sounds like I guess what I was asking that more so to ask like it sounds kind of like fairly unpractical. Like that's like making a statement. It's good not to kill people.
Do y'all believe there's a spiritual?
Like I think we all understand like certain things aren't practical. Like there's gonna be some people that's gonna die from getting killed.
Do y'all believe there's a spiritual aspect to sex? I'm just curious. Like do y'all believe in that? Like there's some connection between like when you're having sex with a woman, like there's some connection between your spirits or something. Do y'all not believe it?
Well, I mean, I believe it. I was going to see it.
Do you?
Johnny looking. What do you?
I don't know.
You looking at cute?
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in spirit.
Do you ever, when you dropped off, did you have a connection with her ever?
I ain't gonna
like lie. You ain't never.
I personally don't
spiritual
like
connection.
drive on
like
no,
yeah, I don't know if it was a spiritual connection. I mean, it felt good.
I don't know if it was a spiritual connection. I done popped a lot.
No, this wasn't too spiritual. So he was just nasty.
No. The thing is that, it's not that. It's not saying that every time that you have sex with a person that there's a spiritual, at least that's
I'm not even saying.
Or you say, or sometimes.
Can it be?
Have y'all never experienced that?
Yes, like I've like made love and like be passionate like that, but like most times it's not that.
Okay, that ain't what we were saying. We just asking if you ever experienced it.
But I thought you were talking about every time. It's like
my bad. Hey Tom, re-ask the question.
I mean, even with just casual sex, I still think there's a spiritual thing to that too. Like just having casual sex, you don't know what that person got on them or what's in them. I think like people do. There are people who do carry around so-called demons, and that can transfer to you. I do believe that. Like if you having sex with somebody who doesn't have the right intentions, I think that's a powerful thing. I think sex is actually one of the most powerful things ever. Like. Yeah, that we have access to. So that's part of why I look at like the marriage thing, because it's like if you just out there having casual sex with different women, you picking up more than just like just the physical body. Like we're more than a physical body. So I do believe there's some spiritual aspect to this thing. I
think you can get it there, but I don't think it happens every time.
Nah, bro, it's not just some connection. You that's like saying that you have a spirit. Like you're literally a spirit. If that spirit leaves your body, you're just a body. You're dead. You're nothing.
I don't think everything I do isn't necessarily like,
bro. Everything
spiritual.
It's
like I got it in me, of course. Like I got it.
In order for you to do anything, it involves your spirit. Without a spirit, you can't do nothing. Period. Point blank. So I do think, or we can call it soul if you want. I think those are two different things, but I ain't getting in that discussion. Like either way, however you look at this, you can't do anything separate. Like literally, you yourself are the spirit, not this body. Because if you didn't have that spirit in your body right now, you would be considered dead. You wouldn't be Johnny. You would just be.
I get that. But body like everything would be spiritual though. But
I mean, I think to some degree everything is. We got to consider what we take in. I think everything at frequency levels that we accept, and we invite different things in our lives, and however you look at that, I think stuff is spiritual, and we don't count it enough. We just look at the physical presence of everything.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's my timer.
All right. I guess I feel like probably wasn't yours.
We'll go to mine. Well, my question for the week was, what would it take for America to fall into civil war, I'm gonna throw that out there, because we're in times where you see this division on both sides. I mean, it's even division amongst the two parties a lot of times. So you hear they've been assassination attempts, and shit's been getting crazy. And I just want to know, like, are we to a point where you think they said jeopardy of splitting, or
are you ready for the war, Jeremy? Seems like you've been getting a lot of this whole war. Like you ready to turn up on them all?
No, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
It seems like you've been doing a lot of this, like similar, talking about this war, like you ready for it or something. You ready to catch?
But people are talking about it. It's not something that I'm just making up. But it is a thing out there, and I think if it's a possibility, we should probably discuss it.
Do you feel that we're more divided now, right now, like that for it to be a civil war? You think that we're more divided now than previously?
I think we're more divided than I've seen in my lifetime.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
I agree. Actually,
in my life, like
yeah,
I agree. Like
I think in my lifetime, this is the most divided I've ever seen America.
And just on the same page, we're saying like
whichever metric
like
you want to use.
Now today, I'm talking about like today versus like it feels like
Anytime
there was a height. There was a height. I feel like even honestly, it felt even more like during Trump's first term. It felt more divided to me. I know that they talking about like new groups, so that the young kids.
Never since like January 6th, it's been kind of, to me.
Yeah,
I think that's the line.
I think that like you can say young kids or the old establishment or what they allow, So I'll just go to what Johnny's initial point was. I think that right now, in my opinion, is as hyperbolic as I have seen it personally. Where it comes down to, we are hearing more extreme language than we have ever heard from either side. That's whether you're on the right or the left. Like the Hitler rhetoric, or the fascist, communists, or what I mean, like dictator, like this whole rhetoric. But then when now, like your common most biggest Caucasian guy on the right, just let the N-word with the ER fly anytime we want to. I don't know of a time in my lifetime that's been fair.
You said who's doing that?
The good old Nick. Good Nick. Yeah, like his base. I think that it's a misnomer to characterize them off as young.
If you were trying to find out what his base looked like or what the number is of like where could I find him and be able to get an actual number count of something that to really quantify what his shit really looked like?
I had to go look and see where he streams at. Like he was previously canceled, and he's gotten so big that every platform has that.
Just call him
they have no choice but to which you call him, which is correct. Now, I ain't gonna dive back into the previous conversation, but there was once a point in time where I said the white folks do grassroots way better, and I referenced Nick Fuentes, and y'all act like I was saying something crazy. But Nick is he's an example of like extremist rhetoric turned so powerful because it's accepted by such a mass group, young, old, that it's impossible to ignore. So like it's pushed them to be able to be on, whether it's the Tucker Carlsons or whoever you want to see. Like everybody gets mad every single time a new big publication interviews them.
I wonder if I don't know. So because like with the algorithm thing and how this thing, like most of the people when I talked about like Charlie Kirk, most people didn't know who he was. Like the bulk of people, like unless we was talking about like YouTube. Hold on real quick. But like the YouTuber people that was like doing podcasting and stuff like that, we were a little bit more abreast to it. But like for the average person, I didn't talk to anybody that knew him outside of like our, do you know what I mean?
Right, but were you talking to mostly black people?
Well, I mean, even at work, like it's not most. Well, I would say it is mostly black people. But then there's also within the construction, there's heavy there's a heavy amount of white people there as well. And they like the shit, it was never even a conversation. Like I think that we believe conversations be way bigger than they actually be.
I think that it's a misnomer to think that our anecdotal evidence speaks to the massiveness of certain figures. Where like Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes won. Like they were kind of like the arch rivals on the right, and they had comparable fan bases in which Nick now has like engulfed a lot of the Charlie Kirks. And so it's kind of like de facto made him bigger. But when you look at Charlie Kirk and you hear Trump and his staff say, this is just them. They bring him up on during the whatchamacallit and say that he is the most impactful guy when it comes down to being 30 and under and getting guys to vote. I think that in itself, just by itself, means more than just podcast guys talking on conversations. I think that like he in himself, like he swung a new generation of what we now see being the white nationalist Christian movement.
Yeah, and but do we also agree that like Christianity is also dying down? It's at its lowest point in that it's ever been.
I think that maybe 2 years ago we could have said that. I think on the left, on the right, I think on the right now, white Christian nationalist is like the biggest surge. I think that the closest movement that I can think to it on the left as a black person.
I'm gonna have to see that one.
And my question is like, do we really believe that like there's this mass population of people that's like following politics regularly and like caring enough about the things that these people like that's actually engaged? Like there's this mass population of these people that's like super engaged in, because it's like, to me it's like a niche.
Yes,
like there's probably people like
a white person's niche could be huge though. They like
but I do believe people are practicing racism through the guise of Christianity. I can't say
that's like, white nationalist Christianity.
I agree with you on that. Like that is a thing.
Like even right now, the trick to get them to exploit Nigeria for oil and gold is the Christianity thing.
Yeah,
like it's a huge.
They're saying Christians are being
Well, like this is like to me, if we just look at the way the vote has swung, all these guys' viewerships, and then the need for major publications to now against their will have to start covering him.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what else we need. My thing is that I know most black people aren't going to know him. I think that even like me as a black person, it's a little more niche. If you're inside the woke lane, you might know him because like he crossed the lines with the regulatory commentary. But like the app, like my mother, I don't think that she naturally would just know him. My uncle, I don't think that he would naturally just know him. But there's such a big group of people that he impacts that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I ain't never like literally used the first person I heard say his name in my life. Like I've never, before he was banned the first time, I had never heard him. I had never heard, like, just never ever been casually brought up in any conversation ever.
He's not somebody that would be casually brought up though.
No, and I understand that too. But I mean, I think that like, and at the end of the day, with Trump saying that he was the biggest, you know what I mean, biggest aid in him getting elected or whatever, and just you can say whatever. Like we believe, and it's funny because like we like choose when we be believing.
So what about his views? What about like his what? What makes somebody tangible? Is it like the people that say that they followed him? Is it the views that they get on video? Like whatever the thing is, his impact amongst his peers, whatever you say it is, Charlie Kirk clearly had it. Nick Fuentes does have it. To deny it, in my opinion, is playing aloof.
No.
Especially with the rhetoric that they're pushing.
I'm not saying that they don't have a following, right? But
I'm talking about their impact.
Okay. I mean,
go ahead.
All I'm saying is that, like, I think that we made, because I don't think like the average person on white or black, on blacks or white side, I don't think the average person is engaged in politics and actually following individuals like going it like unless it's just purely entertainment. You got most people are looking for just this purely entertainment, less political, less religion. Like most, in my opinion, that's what most people are watching.
A lot of white people are. Their entertainment is politics.
This is very true, and I think that like the other side of it is that what you're speaking about is low information voters, and these also end up being a lot of people that might sit out of election, might whatever. But if you have a engaged group that can swing elections, and if we look at voter apathy amongst all of America, I think maybe 60% of America votes. So I think that it's fair to say like most people that you can run across probably aren't the most engaged in politics. I think that is fair. But if we look at like the political landscape and the rhetoric and the talking points and what is being accepted across the board,
agree with that part.
I think that it is clear that these guys are making their imprint. And the thing is, like Charlie Kirk, in my opinion, was Nick Fuentes soft. Pause.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Nick, because of the
but
dog whistle.
Nick Fuentes is also a Christian.
Yeah, he's a Christian nationalist.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I think that they identify themselves. The groupers are white Christian nationalists. That's what they push.
Yeah, and what has he been saying about black people in particular?
Oh, like low IQ, small skulls. Never built a civilization before European contact. It's all a good shit. He thinks that sleeping with a black woman is comparable in degeneracy to sleeping with a dog. It's a bunch of things you could run down. He throw out the what do you say? Officer, please. Like he'll do the whole little thing.
Shit.
Like they go crazy.
And it's crazy. Well, I know I've been known to have way too much faith in Americans specifically. You know what I mean? And the level of ignorance, and you know what I mean, that we're willing to accept and entertain and promote. But do you think the average, let's even say like the average person is probably even, because I believe that people definitely watch things for different reasons. So like I watch Charleston White, right? And Charleston White is very disrespectful. You know what I mean? But I watch him for a specific piece of what he does. Like I'm not gonna go and pay no money to go and see him or nothing like that. I don't really care for real, but passing time, fluff time, there is, you know what I mean, something that I engage in some of his content. But I don't necessarily know like how many people I believe strongly support the.
So what is leading to like this radicalization?
Radicalization. What do you mean? Where are you seeing it?
All right.
Where's
so
the radicalization?
I think that like to go to your point and then to move it back there. I think that me and you probably are like rarities inside this idea that we can indulge in ignorance and separate it consistently. I'll just ask you one: do most people that you know that like most people that I know that engage in a lot of ignorance, we could use red pill. We probably won't get to my thing today, but I'll bring it back tomorrow. I think that most of these things they can't separate what this person is saying in their real life circumstance, and you see that often. Damn, I wanted to build that to something, but I kind of lost train of thought.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like because like I've been hearing like getting on the Xbox Live and hearing the little white boys nigga, and like
you said radicalization. All right, my bad. Can I hop?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that the ignoring the radicalization of America on both sides to me is like a misnomer. Again, like what we can go with the political violence that is insurging. We can go with like the manifestos of your favorite next school shooter or assassination attempt and what they're quoting. I think that if you go into when you start polling, I forget what the kids now they're called, but that group all the way up to us and who they're listening to, who they're watching, and the quotes that they informed by, I think that it's clear radicalization, and this happens on both sides. This isn't even like to draw a line, but I think the right's radicalization is more extreme, in my opinion, right now, because it does draw on racist lines where now you're having, like the justification for the Yahtzees. You're having like a justification of like normalizing who Hitler was and what he stood for, and if that maybe that was the right thing. Like these are like common dialogue pieces that are becoming regular to a mass of people. And like to me, I just think we've seen it continue to grow. That it's just hard to ignore.
And I guess, and speaking
especially with the anti-black sentiment to it. I think that if you're just going on like the idea of like socialism, communism, all these governmental things, but the fact that go talk to right now, and the thing is like it's beautiful because you see a lot of random like creators do the black guys. They'll go and question the whites inside Nashville. They'll question the whites inside wherever that's inside like Republican states, and just listen to what they say. All they're doing is quoting bad stats about black people.
Yeah,
like you see it over and over. Where are they getting these bad stats from?
But the things, a lot of those stats, like these stats was pre-Trump, this stuff that they've been regurgitating. They've been saying this shit for a long time. I've never not heard a time where they was trying to make it like black folk was the poster child for government assistance. That we was the poster child for high crime.
Well, yeah.
We've been that shit pre-exists like all this stuff right now.
So you heard anytime that you talk to a white person outside, what is it like the 1530 thing?
I believed it. I believed all that shit was real.
No,
too.
I'm just making sure that you've heard white people outwardly stating the 1530 thing. I mean 1550 thing. Like the black people like what 17% of the crime, but they 50% of like you're hearing them start speaking about the low IQ of black people outside in public. Like I don't know this to be a time. If going to what Johnny X, like right now, I think that there's been a baseline of racism in America. I've never personally seen it pushed to a point where it is acceptable and non-cancelable or looked down across whichever side you're on to say that black people's IQ is worse because of their skull size.
So would you say that America's more racist now than it ever has been in the past?
All right, so I'm only speaking about I'm sure America's been way more racist. In my lifetime, this is the most forefront that I've ever seen it.
No, I agree with that. And going back to my question, like we see like the radicalization, we see how to split. Something like the Charlie Kirk thing, do you think moving forward that would be a precipice for like violence against the other side?
Say it again.
An actual civil war. You talking about something that sparks an actual real war, not just like one-off situations here and there. You talking about something that really like.
But it usually starts small though. Like I mean, the Civil War started with the Battle of Sumter, or Fort Sumter, and it was one battle, and it became a war. Mm-hmm. World War I started off one assassination.
So you saying
and then it grew. So I'm saying like
there'll be a state that'll have a battle.
But there could be an event that happens to where, like, I mean, you see, Trump's also shown that he's not afraid to use the National Guard and stuff. Where you see these things lining up, like the
all right,
martial
so
law.
You're asking like what could be an event?
That would happen in general.
That
could spark
our country like into civil war.
That's so interesting. That's so interesting.
Because you see how it's like lining up to where
right now it has to be like some version of a systemic killing of a group of people, in my opinion. Because of
you think it would have to go to that far before anybody does something
right now, because I think that things that I thought America would not stand for, I see it stand for now. I would not have thought martial law would be like an okayable thing. I would have not have thought that like a president speaking about becoming a dictator and joking it would be an okayable thing.
Right. Okay. That's it.
Like there's a lot of things that I've seen over like this past presidency that like hell, even the pedophilia thing where you got Megyn Kelly like
wow,
well,
girl.
it was like legal.
They were kids
because it was 15 and not 8 years old. Because in some states it's actually legal to be fit. It's like oh shit. Like this is a fucking cult. I wouldn't have never thought that, but I to me when you start seeing the justifications of it, like I think she also started coming out with the whole thing. Well, maybe Jeffrey Epstein wasn't actually a PDF.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, wait, all right, so all right, and then you see they ran. Nonetheless, that'll be a statement. I ain't got run down much other things.
Ironically enough, I don't think a civil war in America would be based off of race this time around.
Class.
That's where
class, or also more so like resistance against measures. Like I still do think this is gonna be more a thing against if there is a civil war, it'll be more a thing against like government control and communism, even though it might not necessarily say that directly. Like that would be, I think, like the layers of it. Like as far as like digital IDs and everything, some of the ideas of communism that are coming into place that people are trying to like.
So what I did, I get
as far as like
I agree with the government ID and all those things.
I mean, all that comes into the same thing, like universal,
as much as like fascist like sentiment.
And the reason I'm thinking about communism, because I might be wrong when I'm saying this, because I don't have a all the way clear understanding on communism, but I do understand enough to know that it's pretty much like pretty much everybody has access to the same thing. From what I understand, is that right?
Depending on how you mean, like they're supposed to be like
that's more
equal
socialism.
Distribution.
Okay, well we'll use that word.
So like in general, the means what it comes down to is just the means of production, and how it's spread out. Like socialism is typically Steve in the chat. I think socialism is typically for the people by the people,
and
the then people like the government owns the means of production in communism eventually.
Now, I got a question because
but there ends up being extremes that happen within them. Same with capitalism.
But like what Tone was at, like as far as like I do think like eventually classism is going to be like the most important thing.
I can agree with that.
To where like the
I can see that. Should I say
the upper class is the lower class is going to eventually have to fight back against the upper class.
You seen that with MAGA?
But here's my thing is like is the left right division preventing us from attacking the top?
But it's
keeping us fighting each other.
Blending.
It's blending. Look at really blending. Green right now. And there's stuff that's way more important than like that left right division to people. I feel
but we're seeing the division is starting at left right, and it's
but I don't think it's like AOC and Trump like there are states that they both are like AOC is selling out certain states that Trump won, but it's because of it speaks more to like a what is the word, a populist agenda. Mm-hmm. And I think right now the populist agenda is what's winning more than anything.
Outside of
and this is where this is where you're seeing so many Trump fans turn against him, mm-hmm. because he ran on a populist agenda that he's not yet cashed in on, which was like more affordability, more government transparency, less wars. These are things that he's not winning.
The Epstein files.
The Epstein files, and I think that. I forget what the first question was, but yeah, I think that populism is winning more than like right left, and I can easily see because you're seeing it. The left and right start to blend. I was watching Piers Morgan this week, and you would like it because he did the horseshoe theory, and what he did was actually ask the panelists. And if you know a Piers Morgan panel, like he typically goes like left, right, left, right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In his debate format, and he just asked them for maybe like 5 minutes. Did somebody on the left or the right make this quote? And it was indistinguishable.
And they couldn't tell.
They couldn't tell.
And these are current quote. It was people.
Yeah, like this was like Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Trump.
Oh yeah. This shit is getting. You know what I mean? When you start talking about Tucker Carlson, then especially then you add in the Marjorie Taylor Greene here as of late. Then
Trump.
You know what I mean?
Then they had Ben Shapiro. They had, but then they started. I forget the guys from the left that they were saying, but yeah.
So she said so we are because
Mondani was one of them.
So let's say we are to that point to where the left and the right are like you're saying they're starting to blend. And
there are people who love America more than the left or the right.
But first, yeah.
But so here's my thing, like when like. If we're seeing the politics move to where like that horseshoe theory, everybody coming to this end, that left and right division, if it comes together, at what point do we then turn on the people that are running this show?
Well, now you're talking about Marxism, socialism. This is when like everybody loves the Tupac clip when he's talking about like the poor people asking, "Hey, can I have some food?" Then they start knocking.
Yeah,
and then like they break down the door. That is the Marxist revolution. And when we speak about this, is why Black Panthers, all your favorite '60s revolutionaries were all Marxists and socialists. It's because it speaks about the vanguard class overthrowing the bourgeoisie. And right now we're starting to look at this group where like the downtrodden is becoming more apparent that it's a classist thing, and the rich keeps getting richer as though we're seeing what's the word, wealth disparity growing inside America, and it's becoming more apparent. And now a lot of people, especially the poor whites, the brother poor whites, they've been sold prosperity politics that aren't following through for them.
You think that's why you see a lot of the racism, like the Nick Fuentes is coming up, was because of this? Like you see,
but Nick is smart though, because Nick he does racism with populism. So he still is saying like corporatocracy. He's still saying like the elites.
It's a division though too.
Nick is still diving. Nick is just taking what Trump was doing, and he's grabbing that group. because he's running like the white poor whites just want to feel better than niggas, right? We all agree that, right? Mm-hmm. And so Nick's play is I'm going to still grab that group. I'm gonna play on a racial thing, and then I'm gonna still talk shit about their leaders, which is going like he's just turned Trump into an elitist, and the corporatocracy, and I forget what the other word is, but like that to me, like you could see the play that's happening. So he's trying to salvage some of like the separation, but in general, bro.
So let me just ask you this, and I let's see, it's about time, but do y'all think that the fact that the extremes are becoming so loud that then pushes more people in the middle?
I wish.
I don't know.
Or do you think that
I think that more people are getting radicalized?
You think so?
I think, yeah.
To me, that's personally what I see. I think that, like I said, I don't know a time where I've seen as many common whites be the way they are. But to me, like this first time I'd be like, damn, I got a friend that probably is radicalized on some black shit. But like, or not even a friend, but like somebody I know that's radicalized on some black shit.
But see, but let me ask this though, like, because you say we're the most divided, like right now, but we're also coming to a point where like populace is also doing it. Is that going to hurt? Like, because at some point the vanguard has to throw over the bourgeoisie, but if we got these people that they're still making it about race, how do we then like come together as the vanguard?
Well, it's because we fuck. I guess the more I think about it, it's because we fuck. Like, this is the benefit of having a Nick Fuentes, a Tariq Nasheed, a Dr. Umar, and all these people. Is that as long as you're able to play along the race politic, you don't get people to get together and do the rainbow
overthrow it.
And so like it continues to be like these minute versions of identity politics, and then let's blame the immigrants, let's blame the blacks, so let's blame the next group. But
it doesn't never get rid of the problem. It never
could. Right. So, and I guess that like that's where we're fucked is in America.
Yeah, because the people that create the problem, they would much rather us talk about this shit that we talk
about white people. White people talk about
throw some money to some of these guys,
right?
On,
and when you seeing that
because
happen,
it's beneficial.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we're focused on left and right.
It's like they'll do like the proxy war shit.
Yeah, and they're doing proxy war in America. They're doing proxy wars.
Propaganda. Yeah,
the
propaganda. Yeah, but like,
oh shit, that's. Listen, good job, bro.
Proxy.
The proxy. That's what we watching. All these identity politics shit.
But at what point do we like throw that away and be like, look, we all fighting
the same because we're addicted to it. Yeah. Just throw trans in there.
God damn it.
Yeah. As soon as the race fucks, throw the trans in there.
Just
immigrant. Immigrant. Like
create another box.
Bro, but that's the scary part though.
Put Diddy back on trial.
Anything. Yeah.
Let's say, do we have to lose it all before we do it? Like, I mean, we all have to starve before we come together.
I think AI is probably like one of the most common denominators because it almost acts as a like the alien.
Because the thing about the AI is this is going to be the
forces us together.
The people whose jobs are being taken already. These are white collar jobs being taken by AI right now. So then you're going to talk about a lot of homeowners. So then that's why I think in my mind this starts to look like, okay, are we going to go into a recession due to the housing market like we did in 2008? Because then if we talk about the job loss, that was the same thing. That was the job loss was started affecting the foreclosures, and the foreclosures started the decline. So if AI is going to have that, it's the writing's already on the wall, I believe.
That's a really good job. I like that. That's a really good like take on it. Yeah,
it just looks like we're going into you know what I mean? And so the thing is too is like, okay, what happened during the last recession? There was a big transfer of wealth.
Niggas got rich as hell.
So put the play together. That's what I've been thinking.
What we gotta do to get rich, bro?
No, I ain't got the answer. I know I'm talking about leveraging OPM and getting in the right. I know the
so get some other people money and do what?
And invest in assets.
Invest in assets. Okay, so get that 50-year mortgage.
I'm not gonna get no 50-year mortgage, but I'm be looking at getting another mortgage and using and leveraging. I'm still debating on leveraging credit for I ain't gonna give all my old. I ain't gonna go down through all this shit. But we in the works of, you know what I mean, trying to make a pivot because like I say, it's gonna be a lot of people that's going on the other side of this thing that's coming. It's a recession coming, bro. It's a recession coming. It's in my opinion. This is just my opinion. I don't think that there's a way around it with AI. And then you're gonna keep it unregulated for the next 5 years. It's no way around it. It's my opinion.
But see, I think that's what's gonna save us.
But see, the thing is that it's
because once it takes everybody's job, niggas gonna have to come together.
But is that what happened? Hold on, but look, is that what happened the last time?
But it was different because it was house.
Hopefully, we can see past the thing that the veil they keep putting in front of us. Hopefully, we can see past it. But I have no faith that that's going to be the result of, because we haven't seen it before. This ain't gonna be the first.
Well, hopefully, we just be better as a country to realize that like we only got so much time. Though? Fucking the end of this shit coming. Like it's the fourth quarter. Like you said, when shit get pressure time, you gotta do pressure things. And then we're rolling up against this thing to where we know this bourgeoisie class is controlling both sides. We know this AI shit's rolling down the road and it's not stopping.
But do we?
Do we just fight each other until we lose it?
My thing is,
and then we become a third world country, or do we have these conversations? And like,
my question is first: do we know? And then, if we do know, what does that look like to fight back? What does that look like? So, but with boycotting Target, and their stock price might have went down, but with Target ain't going nowhere. What is it? Does it look like? What does this thing look like? Where we actually go and target the people that are in control? Well, first, who are they?
Well, first we gotta get the other side. We gotta get the left and the right.
You talking about the JP Morgan Chase Bank family, the Wells Fargo? Who are we talking about? The Waltons?
Because when you really start thinking about it, like even though they be telling us like we thinking them losing some money or something relative to having $1 billion. Like if I got $1 billion, like just because I told you I lost something, I still got $1 billion. Like
you know how many years you take for y'all to really cut the bottom line? I've been making money for years, nigga. My family been making money for generations. Hey, I don't know.
Okay, well, hey, sometimes you gotta eat the rich.
Where you gonna find him at?
Johnny is now.
Johnny been trying to get this war pop dog. Johnny wanna.
Well, Johnny been trying. I guess like this is Johnny's. Is this your Marxist arc?
You
turning into a Marxist.
Man, Steve has said we know Johnny not busting a grape. He said Buzzball Johnny might do something.
Give me 2 of them. It's a wrap.
When he said keep doing the knowledge, I had to inform Johnny on some socialism shit.
Oh man.
That to me, that's all I want to like. Because when I say the Civil War, I think.
Steve said
we gotta look at it different.
He said we gotta have this conversation offline. We going corporate. The solution is obvious.
Uh-oh.
Him and Johnny, bro. You and Johnny get together. They all come up with the plan.
Steve a wild socialist bull. Shout out to the guy.
All right.
Y'all got anything else?
I do. December 20th, we have the Tubies. Let's make sure we tap in, guys. Pull up. Girls, pull up. Like I said, I ain't saying that we will have, but I will say that it is for free. Maybe it's a buffet. Maybe it's not.
Buffet
come
crazy.
And see. You can come and see.
Report back. Them niggas did not have
it could be open bar. Maybe it's no liquor. Anything is possible.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. Johnny could have the BBW white chicks there.
No couple.
Or it could be nothing with sisters. Hey, all right, I'm gonna get off too. One thing that killed me right now with some of the FBA guys, right? It's killed. These niggas just go like they use 2012 woke black language when they be like the sisters. I feel like, oh no,
oh man,
they drag on like the perms and all that. I be like, all right,
but hold on, what are we talking about perms for?
Here, bro, we done did this already.
Who's
like, like these are like innate things, but it's because like they new woke. The FD is a little new woke, but like that's why
they missed their train.
They spell it SISTAS.
We doing any Tubies for the Discord?
That's a dangerous place. We'll come back to that one.
We'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
We'll let y'all know.
Yeah, we'll discuss that off the show. We're going corporate.
Yeah, it's a dangerous place. All right. But nonetheless, it will be live stream, live show. Y'all pull y'all asses up here, man. We need some of y'all here. We're gonna have a really good time, whether y'all do pull up or not, but we need y'all there for participation. There will be a live cam for the camera, or not for the audience. We're doing live questions. It's a live conversation. I ain't gonna invoke violence.
Yeah,
One of y'all in this.
Hey, y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe. Catch us back here Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Saturday, 8:30 p.m. We will be right back here Sunday at 6. Follow us all social media at the To Be Fair Shows, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. I am your host, Johnny P.
Oh, here, real.
It's Q.
And we out.
And I don't even